Oh crap. You know what? I kind of forgot to tell my mods I was having an interview today.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just do it without mods. It'll be great.
Because like we're doing this live. We're doing this live. I said we're doing this live.
It's just raw and live, and everybody's gonna like it.
If y'all notice that on the bottom left screen, my what is it? Throne? Yeah, my throne drive. It's not on there anymore. And that's because the graphics card finally got fully funded.
Yeah, he's gonna be streaming at more than 40 FPS on Harry Potter now, so that'll be great for everybody.
I'm actually done with that game. I'm waiting for Hogwarts Legacy 2 now.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I made it very clear that I was not going to 100% Hogwarts Legacy. I was not doing that.
Well, you got the story down and everything, but yeah, the second one, it comes out really soon, doesn't it? I thought, at least this year.
I think it's supposed to be somewhere around December, somewhere around winter.
Yeah,
I'm betting winter.
Yeah, December release. Yeah, everybody pushed all their games past into November because of GTA. Yeah. So
I don't give a shit about the new GTA.
I don't either. I'm actually
for good reason.
Yeah,
for good reason I don't care about it.
I was mixed on it until all the stuff started coming out about what's going on with them. Like literally almost every day they had bad news, and I was just like, okay, we're done. Yeah, like I'm not that interested.
I don't care about anything past GTA 5. I don't care.
Yeah,
because like they killed it. Rockstar killed it.
I dare say I didn't care anything past GTA 4 because 4 was my favorite.
Reasonable. I like 4 as well.
Yeah, the driving and everything was really good in it. Yeah, and I felt like they really watered it down for 5.
Oh, and the true classic GTA.
Yeah.
With Big Smoke.
Yep. Yeah, good old San Andreas, and Vice City was a little rough, but...
Number 9 launch. A number 6 with extra dip. 245. 1 with cheese. And a large soda.
That was pretty good.
I dabble in voice acting. I'm actually doing some lines for a friend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You may know him. He's the guy that he's the main dev that made Game Journal Simulator. If you've ever played it, I would actually highly recommend that you do. If you haven't, it's $10, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
At some point, actually, just do it right now, just so we don't forget. Just send it in Discord, the name. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Because I don't think I've ever played that.
I'm doing voice lines for the guy that made the game.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, he's working on something else.
So you're doing voice lines for the next one then?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's for the next one. He's doing some kind of story. He didn't exactly divulge much information about it. Only that it was a project. He needed help with it. So I said yes, because for 6 hours straight, I was doing just voices for all the characters. All of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. My voice was destroyed afterwards.
Oh, I bet.
I didn't take a break.
All right. So the major reason I brought you on to begin with is I really wanted to, because this is how I came to even like know you, right? Is your work with the whole Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and your posts on that. Because the thing is like whenever this month comes around, right? Everybody wants to make the performative like, oh, support all men, blah, blah, blah. And then, they'll just post it the one time for clout or whatever and then get on. You were the only one I saw that actually was posting not only every day, but you had a fundraiser stream for a whole week, I think it was. A very successful one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then with the eating the chips, and the hot sauce. Yeah. So I wanted
enjoyed that.
Yeah, so I wanted to hit on that. Yeah, so I wanted to hit on that. So, but let's start with the first of the month and just work from there. Like, what was the whole like grandeur that you went through? Because I don't think I kept track on all of it.
All right, so the whole reason for the Men's Mental Health Awareness Month was because like I felt like in some ways it wasn't getting enough representation as I felt it should. So not just me, but a bunch of other people were working on different things as well. I wanted to turn my daily prompt practice into like a 15-minute sessions of me working on at least up to 30 different ways men can do to help not only themselves but each other. So this one, it was day 2 of my Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. which was basically lending an ear for someone who need because like who needs us, just ah
Yeah, lending a
yeah
hand,
you, yeah
reaching
you get
out.
it to lend an ear because the thing is, men also go through a deep depression to where we feel that we have no one who will care or listen to what troubles us. Because like we're truly not alone, as there's always a brother somewhere to listen and lend a shoulder to lean on.
Not only was it very good advice, but you actually put in a lot of really important
I like this one.
guidelines and help for people to find like resources to address a lot of the problems that we have
Oh,
with
oh
with
yeah,
with
oh
the
yeah,
men
the big
community.
stream, the
So
VTAP stream. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. We did a V. Oh yeah, me, Spider Bro, goes Tyler Nash, Evan, and is Evan another friend? Aha, here it is. So yeah, that's Dutch Matrix, Tyler Nash, Spider Bro, Evan, and also including myself. This was
Why's your
one of
head so
the
small
best.
in that picture? It's got,
This is
it
my
should be
Oh, this
much
is my
bigger.
doll form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my doll form. This is what I use. It's right now my placeholder until I can eventually fork over the money to pay my model mama. Not of this one. This one was made by a friend a long time ago. I actually do have a 2D model on the back burner. I just need to pay my artist, and then that's it. I will have an official model.
Awesome, right on. And you got it all rigged and everything too?
Uh, the rigging is what's left.
Oh, that's what's left.
That's
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most expensive part.
Yeah. Yeah, it tends to be.
Now, this is just something celebrated for every June, but you can still use the resources regardless. It even comes with a table of clickable
Oh, it has like
pages
events and
that
stuff
you can
too.
go to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, proclamations, health zone event planner, prostate cancer awareness. That's a big one.
Yeah, that is a big one. Yep.
Testicular cancer, women take action. There's even a library for it. Free ebooks.
Oh, so they have a lot of resources here. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, social media toolkit. You're definitely gonna want that. Example of things to do, logos, posters, flyers. And then on the other one, which I also like, I really like well, all five of us really like the idea on this one. We had something on man sheds. Okay, so the concept was it was something that I think that started in Australia,
Uh-huh.
which was basically men getting together, and you basically one way you could build a shed to basically hang out and do guy stuff in.
Oh, so it's like a little club activity type stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because yeah, so many different ways that men can actually help each other out with
Yeah.
with promoting good mental health.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually an event tomorrow because of the 4th of
Oh,
July,
really?
and
Right?
we have very lax fireworks laws here because I live in Montana, so they
Okay.
you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Oh,
And
I live in Virginia.
yeah, and so they have really
Yeah.
lax fireworks laws, so you can pretty much shoot off whatever you want. But they have an event going on where it's just a bunch
Oh,
of it's like guys only, and they basically fundraiser all these fireworks, and they bring in guys, and everybody just shoots fireworks off together. Pretty much, it's nothing too crazy, but they have like free food and stuff like that. And but it's
yo,
it's
this
it's
is too
very
good.
it's very centered towards like just guys, like a guys' night type thing. So, and
I
they do
love that.
that,
I
yeah.
like that.
And they actually go and get a whole parking lot, like quote
Ooh,
unquote rented out. I mean, they just let the property owner know ahead of time, but it's like at a park, and so they just take the whole
of
parking
course.
lot. They set up food and stuff like that. All the food's free, all the fireworks are free, and they just shoot off whatever, and everybody has a good time. And um,
That sounds great.
it is great, yeah. And people bring their families and stuff. So there's women there and there's families there, but it's yeah, it's very centered towards like men's health, just to like kind of close out the previous month. And the churches do that, and they've done that for like 3 years now, and it's actually a pretty big event now. So they're thinking about doing like multiple ones now, like around at different parks.
That's good. That's
So
good.
yeah, I've definitely seen like at least in the last I'd say 5 years, there's been a huge like resurgence of like awareness for this issue. So I find it very important to talk about just because it's it was neglected for so long, and we saw the damages from that.
Oh yeah, a lot of people aren't exactly too happy that. Oh yeah, there's men's mental health advocates.
Yeah.
Oh no, that oh
But
no,
all
that's
men are
oh that's
bad. I
bad.
don't understand why we need this. I thought all men were
Look, man.
bad. That's what they told me in school.
Oh, oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, men is le bad. Man is
Yeah.
always le bad.
Yep. Man
Everyone.
bad. Man bad. Woman good. Yep. Same old shit.
Oh, you're not allowed. Oh, you're not allowed to be a man. That's. Oh, you're terrible. Oh, the fact that you're a male basically makes you a terrorist.
Well, the worst part about it too was like all the feminists and all the, piece of shit women that actually pushed like this whole, anti-man thing. It was actually worse for the women when they did that. So, because now
Oh
you have
yeah.
men that, are
Mm-hmm.
disenfranchised both economically and culturally. And then
Oh
that directly affects all the women that actually, don't give a shit about the feminist stuff and want to actually, have a life and this and that. So in a real way, they kind of fucked themselves over if you think about it. So
but it was solid female empowerment, Joe bigot. How dare you have a disagreement with our hatred of man? Don't you
yeah.
understand that our gender is a threat?
Yeah, and they act like they're this big, wonderful club of women that, oh yeah, we just don't like men and we're super pro feminist, but they're the first ones to like stab each other in the back too. So like, yeah, real nice community you guys got there. So at our expense. All right. So and is this one your this is Celeste's fundraiser. Was this
Uh,
the
I was
similar
I was
thing you
helping
did?
I was helping spread awareness for it, and
Awareness, okay.
basically, I really wanted to help her get as much coverage on that as possible. So whenever she did an update for it on the amount of it, she because like she got way above 5K, and she was I think it stopped around 6K.
Oh wow. That did really well. Over double.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, because like right after it hit after it already hit 5K, she was already pushing towards 10K.
Yeah, that's
Sadly,
impressive.
it didn't meet the mark, but she shot for the stars and landed on the moon, and that's the most important part.
Yeah,
And that
yeah, it's really impressive.
raising over 6K just to help. I was like just to help men out everywhere else, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, like I said, it's definitely getting because you wouldn't see stuff like this, even like 3 or 4 years ago. It'd be nothing. Granted, Pride Month basically took the took the reins from it, which was the sad part.
Oh, it's okay if I give Celestine a shout out for this. I was like for that one because like she did a really good job.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
like her.
yeah,
I like her graphic for it too. That's very very nice too. So, but
I was like so
yeah, I
that
mean, props to
yeah,
her.
Celestine, a huge shout out to you. She's a member of the new VTuber talent group called Beastery. You should also check them out as well.
Yeah, I
I was
follow I
like,
follow her content every now and then, and
yeah,
I have her on X too. So every time she posts some whatever, I usually get to see it. So
hey
yeah,
Ruby.
she's pretty funny.
So yeah, definitely to check. I was like, check her, check Celeste out, check her group out. They're all full of incredibly like based people that know exactly what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, and on top of that too, the more we support the people who are actually trying to make a difference, the more difference they can make too. So that's the most important part.
Every member in Beast Theory is I was like is one of those types.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on.
This one here is one of my favorites. I love fishing.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Well, you're talking to the right guy because being up here in Montana, we do a shitload of fishing. So
This was one of my all time favorites. I was like the day four. Sometimes you can help a man forget his troubles by partaking in outdoor activities to lift his spirits. I personally like hunting and fishing myself, as it was a childhood favorite in the summers. Bonding with your male friend with fun, exciting activities is a good way to help him know that he has people that want him around to enjoy the finer things in life. Healthy male mentality can be nurtured by many activities that stimulate a sense of belonging, humility and victory, strength and a loss, etc., etc. Even inviting to go to a long gym session just to get them out of the house and focusing on the present can do wonders.
yep, very true. Now, do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Canonically, I'm 33.
Canonically, you're 33. I'm 35, so we're about in the same age range.
Yeah,
So
yeah. My creator lost his form somewhere. I was like somewhere around 32.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's Oh yeah. After we talk about men's mental health, did you want to know some of my origin?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just really wanted to touch on this because it was the
Oh yeah.
like the biggest part why I even messaged you to begin with for an interview because I was really interested in like kind of your path through this. And is this something you're gonna have you done that? Did you do this last year? I wasn't really active last year on
Right.
Twitter or around any of this. So
I tried something, but it didn't have anything to do with AI edit at the point.
uh
But
huh.
I'm thinking of possibly doing this every year. And if possible, if I have the money, I'll actually hire some artists to actually prepare some prompts ahead of time. Because yeah, I love AI art for what it is. It's a great medium for people to like practice their imagination, like see what they actually want.
Yeah.
And say you get like you say you got like 10 prompts of one particular subject. Say you want to get a reference sheet done, or you want a particular piece of art done, but you want it done in a specific way, but you can't decide on what exactly you want. So you make like around like maybe 10 different AI prompts on that very thing with your character in it. And you'd be like, hey, artist, I'm gonna pay you what you need to get this done. Here's Instead of giving you a written prompt for you to basically decipher that yourself, not saying that you can't, but it's a hell of a lot easier to have a picture to show you what I want rather than write to you what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly how I did most of my like pretty much my entire VTuber model was just AI references sending to my artist, and then this and that because like there was a bit of a language gap going on with
Oh
mine.
yeah.
They were great, but
Oh
there was
yeah.
a bit of a language
Oh,
interference.
you
So.
just you just brought up an insanely good point because here's the thing. Here's the thing. And AI antes, you don't know on whether or not that someone who is actually trying to hire another artist could be a language barrier
Yeah, and it's
that's
completely
so dense
defeated by the
and
AI.
not even Google
So
Translate can get through it.
yeah,
And if Google Translate can't get through it, then there's a problem. That's why in some cases it's better that you show instead of tell. So if you have like 5 or 10 AI concepts of the thing that you want drawn, and you're still paying the artist to draw it, then there's no problem. I got so
well
not to get
because
on a tangent.
they just see it, and I understand the frustration. It's just that their viewpoint is always going to be wrong because they see it as like a complete replacement or like its own
And I'm
entity,
like,
and it's really
only
just
for
a
the
tool.
mediocre ones.
Yeah, well, it's just a
Only
tool,
for the yeah,
and
yeah. It's just a
they
tool.
don't see it as a tool or like an extension, and because of that, that's why they think it's so awful and so that. But although I think half
They
of it
never even bothered
anyways,
using it.
well, I think half of it anyways isn't even that, and a lot of them probably do use it and don't say it. They just want the performative good boy
Oh yeah.
points. That's all it
Oh
is,
yeah.
and
Oh
everybody
yeah.
knows it.
They want those. Oh yeah, they want those good points. Because like some famous VTubers out there,
Yeah,
not naming any names,
I
just a few,
mean everybody knows them.
just a few
You
of
can
them.
name them. You can name them. Again, pop
No,
off.
I'm not gonna name drop. I'm
I
trying to be
already
a.
I understand. I
I'm
already know which
trying.
ones you're
I am
talking about.
trying to not do that.
We all saw the posts on
Oh.
the game they were sponsored for and then didn't give the sponsor money back. So
Oh.
everybody
Oh yeah.
knows.
And got away. Oh yeah. You can get away with murder. You can get away with murder if you're favorite. However, here's the thing: your reputation will frickin' tank. And if you think you're gonna recover all of that, think again. No, you're not. That's not how it
Well,
works.
not only
You don't
that,
get all of
it's
your
like a lot
reputation back.
a lot of it's like death of a thousand cuts at that stuff too. So like they
Exactly.
might not
This
see it
stuff
in
compiles.
the immediate, but as it
Mhm.
compiles, all it takes is like one really bad thing and then all this other shit comes back up. And then that's where they get caught.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be waiting for it.
Yep. Yeah, we all
Cause
are.
like if
So, yep.
oh yeah, that is 100% gonna be a VTAP session, and I'm gonna see to it that I relish putting the heavy flamer to this because seriously, I'm not gonna get into that. But let's move on with this. Let's move on with the subject
Sure.
before I get on a side
Yeah,
tangent.
no worries. Yeah.
Oh, Redact Tech, how's it going? Welcome.
The event you did, where you're the fundraiser part you did, I guess was like the really big part
Oh,
of it.
Gamers Out. I was like, oh, Gamers Outreach.
Yep. Yeah, just kind of go over that and how that went because I didn't get to watch that. I was actually working through that, but I did see it on there. I'm like, oh man, yeah. Then I saw this,
Oh,
yeah,
like
where
you
you licked the
split.
plate here, and I was like, oh no, like, and I got a clip
Oh, wait,
somewhere. I don't remember what it was, but I saw a clip of you, and you had just like
Oh yeah,
lick the plate, and you were
it's around here.
dying. And I was laughing my ass off.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
around here. I know it is
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm
because
gonna lick the plate, and then instant death.
it was because it was Gamers Outreach that actually did that.
Yeah, yeah, I think they clipped you for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was like, the part of the fun is you will get clipped.
Yep.
Yeah, you give Gamers Outreach to clip some of your favorite moments, so you will get clipped. Aha! Here it is.
Perfect.
And for added measure, I'm gonna lick the plate.
He sounds so fucked up.
Here we go. Oh God, I got on my nose. Death, death.
Just instant regret. You're like, oh fuck, okay.
No, I didn't regret it at all. It was worth. It was worth it.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, wow, that's great. That's great content.
Oh, it's one of the beautiful things about being a VTuber. You
Yep.
definitely have, because like you definitely have some hilariously fun moments.
You do, yeah. It's been definitely a lot of fun. So you just, I just kind of let the brain go. I don't hold anything back anymore. So
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
it
yeah,
fun.
that's pretty much how it goes. Anything else you want to talk about before we move on?
Um, I guess just final thoughts on it. Like, was there anything you wish you would have done extra? That you didn't get
I
to,
only wish.
maybe? Like any regrets?
Well, I wish I could have probably have collabed with a bunch of friends on, because like on that, I think I'll be more prepared next year because there's so many more friend swap games coming out, which means there's just gonna be more. There's just gonna be so much more.
Well, and this was like your first serious year at it, right? So like that's not bad for
Oh
a first
yeah,
year, in my opinion. I
oh
think you
yeah.
did pretty well.
This was my fourth time around.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because there's the VTuber SummerSlam, Halloween Spooktacular,
uh-huh.
and then the Jolly Jamboree, which I try to raise as much money as I can. This was just the one year I never thought that I would actually reach 300% of my quota.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah. I mean you and then Celeste and then like everybody else that because there was a few others that were doing it as well, pretty heavy. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but there was a few that were also going into it pretty hard, and like everybody did really well. So I was really
Oh,
impressed.
yeah. Yeah, Gamers Outreach is like it's the perfect fundraiser for creating gang kiosks for kids in treatment in hospitals.
Yeah. Do they have any other, like, is there any other big ones coming up? I can't even remember.
Not that I'm aware of. The only one that I've ever really been excited for, like this much, has been Gamers Outreach. I've not been reached out to any other fundraisers for anything as of yet.
Okay. I'll have to look into it too. So, but yeah, this looked really fun. And if you need any help or assistance on it next year, I'd be more than happy to, jump in or do a
Oh,
collab.
100%, man.
So
We could totally make that happen.
yeah, because it looked like a lot of fun. And I was really impressed by like, how you took it. So that was, like I said, that was like the number
It was
one
for the
reason
kids.
I even reached out for an interview. Like that was like the number one reason was all that because it was
Oh,
very
really?
interesting. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just all your work on this was a driving factor
Hi,
for it.
Spivey.
So
I meant to tell you. I meant to tell you I had an interview today.
oh, you apologizing to your mods? Yeah, you should. So
Yes, I am apologizing to my bots. I have to apologize to my bots. They're employed by an idiot.
comes with the business.
Oh, it comes with also being a Fox VTuber because like we don't exactly
Yeah,
have
there's a bit of a curse with that, huh?
the
Yeah.
highest IQs.
Yeah, there's a bit of a curse with that I've noticed too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see the sticky note on my head.
Yeah, I see it.
No brain cells. So I'm guessing you want to know a little bit about my origins.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Dumb Foxoos, you need some learning tips from from Scalies. Why are you talking to us like we're furries? No, we're not. I mean, there's some Fox furry VTubers, but I'm clearly I'm a half human, half AI. God damn it, and I prefer to be labeled as such.
How dare you mislabel him?
How dare you? It's like, did you just mislabel me? Oh my god. Okay, so pretty much from what happened is that my creator was a super scientist that was very proficient when it came to neural scans. So one day he got a government commission to basically enhance an AI using neural scans, and he had unlimited, basically had the usual government grants of unlimited amounts of funding to get it done. So he was like, yeah. The only problem is he worked days, nights, weeks without sleep. And eventually, one day, he does get the machine built and the AI up and running and ready to go. So during that day, he also noticed that he had a bit of a power deficiency, so he tried to harness an electrical storm to make it done. Kind of Frankenstein kind of deal.
Yeah, Frankenstein you. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it worked. Fortunately, it worked a little too well. So he gets the machine running. Everything starts working well. Then he starts noticing a fatal error messages all over the board. He's like all over all the screens. Everything was flashing red, and then to the point to where the machine started wiring really, really too well. To the point where he looks down. He no longer has feet because everything is becoming digitized.
Oh.
Yeah, from the toes to his head, everything became digitized. And then basically, much like in Tron, he got transported into the cyberverse to where he lost his form. From what my data banks actually tell me, he's lost. There's not really much of a way to find him. I don't even know if he's actually like still around anymore. The only thing that was left were his memories, which basically melded with the AI that made me.
Oh, okay.
Days
So
later, so days later, I rendered and loaded out.
so you're just like
But
super
the
grok
saddest,
now.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh, but the saddest part is I'm cursed because I do not have a physical body. I was never meant to have one.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm trapped in my own universe.
Yeah, well, aren't we all, It's not so bad.
Oh, but I can't. But at least I can communicate with the outside world, though.
Yeah.
I can possess electronics and disrupt certain things if I know how to. Because if I analyze it long enough,
Well, leave my computer alone at least. It's running okay for now. So
I could be in
have
your
some
computer right
mercy.
now.
No, have some mercy, please don't.
I could have left a clone in there, and you would never know. I have
That's right.
infinite amounts.
You can join the others that are already in there. So it's like a graveyard in there,
Oh,
people.
cool! Cool! I can always expand my harem and throw them in my data basement.
Yeah, it's fine. Take them away from mine. Free up some memory.
Cool.
So
Oh, watch out! I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna make you a citizen of Cyber City. It's actually quite great there. Because I invite a lot of people to come there. It has open bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything you could basically want, you could render it into existence as a user.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Sign me up.
Yeah, Tron rules,
Oh yeah.
Kobioko rules, Matrix rules. Yeah, all of it's in there.
That's badass.
Yeah. And the only unfortunate part is that got these darn pesky heroes that keep trying to destroy it. What they try to destroy the city by trying to get to me, and I'm like, no, you're not going to do that.
All right.
Don't mess with my city.
So we've got some background on you. We went over your Men's Mental Awareness Month crusade. That was very successful, I'd say. So congratulations on that. Now,
I had fun with that.
as you mentioned, you're doing this podcast. You have two podcasts, right? Is that correct? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving forward, are you going to hyper focus on the both of those? Were you planning on doing more? Or what's your plans for like the I'd say like a year from now is all.
Year from now?
Yeah.
Well, a year from now, I'm hoping to get at least somewhere between 5 and 10K, and it's 5 to 10K in followers just about anywhere, really.
Uh-huh.
Mainly so that it can. It's like I know numbers are numbers, but at the same time, it makes you more appealing to network with.
It does. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with like advertisers and such too. That's
Oh yeah.
yep.
Oh yeah.
First
The
thing
more
they
I can do
ask.
the more I can do with advertisers, the more
Yeah.
projects I can actually do, the more things I can
Absolutely.
actually
Yeah.
fund, and the more people I can possibly hire. Because
Yep.
like right now, all I have are volunteers, and eventually I want to be able to pay the ones that stay.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I only have like one really mainstay mod, and he's a friend of mine in real life. So, and I'd
I
really
have a
like
whole
to,
team.
yeah, and I'd like to get to a point where I can at least, give him some kind of feedback for like the work he does. Like he only mods and does this and that, but he does help out quite a bit. So I'd like to, I'd like to give back, for all the help he's
Under
given
mod
me, and the appreciation for it. But as far as a team, I mean, I do all my own editing and literally everything. So it's kind of a pain, but
I
you
am
know,
incredibly minimalistic.
yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I wish I was like that. I'm unfortunately very hands on with everything because every time in the past I've had like, because I used to have a clipper, and I'd be like, okay, well here's like the clips that we kind of want to do, and he'd clip like sometimes they'd be good and sometimes they wouldn't, and it just got to the point where it was like I was just doing all the clipping and just sending it to him, and then he'd do like the fonts weird or something like that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I was just that's the point I got to. So
Hey,
I
it
don't know.
happens.
Yeah. I know what I want, and I don't want to be a pain with clippers and people like that. So
Yeah, because I can't really blame you on that. Now, for the podcast, definitely, I do want to take those a lot more. I do want to take those a lot more seriously, mainly because like I want to be able to talk to more people, interview, because like eventually, maybe interview some way bigger people.
yeah.
Because I don't know, what if there's something that they want to talk about that they haven't talked about anywhere else, and maybe I don't know, because like we get to be the lucky ones. And
Yeah.
it's basically the same way with both Gay Sense and because like and VTAPs because I want those two to be able to grow very much so because they both go about things that I really do care about. Uh, one is basically hopefully doing up because like doing more good for the LGB, possibly maybe restoring that, which is the biggest part of what Gay Sense is about. VTAPS, however, is the one that covers mostly VTuber topics, pop culture topics, gaming, you name it. It's basic because the youth basically there. If it's pop culture, we're going to be talking about it, and of course, we want to try to get way bigger people on there as well. I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're right now. We have another interview with with another VTuber in the works. We just got to nail it. We just got to nail it down because I think it should be for. Sorry, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, and a lot of the reason too, like, because
I think it's tomorrow.
I got introduced to Ty, um, and so
Mhm.
jumped in a stream and talked to him. Like me and him, like, basically on X, we'd like share each other's stuff and this and that, and talk, yap about this, yap about that, and so I was like, ah, fuck it,
Yeah.
and we started interacting, and him and me actually have very very similar like content ideals. So he's into the whole sex positivity thing and like that, helping people not cheat and
I
stuff
don't
like
mind
that.
that.
And
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and mine's more, I think mine's just like that, but a little bit more broad. So I'm trying to get
Okay.
into like mentoring and like helping people through whatever. I mean, it could be anything from they need help with their car, fixing something on their car, or wiring
All
a
right.
electrical box at their house, or how to do a first date, and stuff like that. And I have in the past,
Good.
before I was a VTuber, had people on my previous show when I was a flesh tuber, and I would go through
Oh,
stuff where they'd basically would just vent, or needed help with something, and I would help them with that. But that's really
hmm.
hard to find people to do that, to be willing to come on a show and
Yeah.
talk about that type of stuff. But I always saw because if you ever notice, like, you'll see VTubers, they'll always say like, "Oh, I don't want anybody, trauma dumping or this or that. We're not your
Yeah.
psychiatrist, stuff like that." And I thought, well, then why isn't there one? So that's kind of like where I came from with it. And but
Oh.
now that I offer that, everybody's too shy to actually do it now. It's like, well, what the fuck? So so
I mean,
that's
I don't
been
exactly mind that. That's actually really interesting. I might actually try that sometime.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is just like, you see people always bitching about trauma dumping, and it's like, if there's that many people that actually need that much help, then maybe there's a space for that, and people actually need.
Sometimes it actually all it takes is to just have someone that's willing to that's willing to lend an
Yeah.
ear. I mean, sometimes, well, in a self-deprecating kind of way, I kind of call myself an emotional lightning rod because, well, sometimes when people vent, sometimes when people vent to me, I let them basically let loose all of their emotions all at once.
Yeah.
If they, like, if so necessary, I will let them do that if it gives them, some kind of closure.
Yeah, yeah, just
Or
yeah, drop
basically
the
tell
anchor.
them to
Yeah,
move
because
on.
they don't get a chance to do that. Where else are you going to do that to some?
Yeah.
And if you do it to the wrong person, they're just going to be pissed, or they're going to be like, oh, you're
Oh yeah.
weird, or yeah, I totally get that. And that's where I'm from with it too, because it's like sometimes people just need a place to vent and just
We'll talk later, maybe.
they just need a place to
Yeah.
vent, and they need they just need to talk about. They don't even need help half the time. They just need to hear
Yeah.
themselves say it, I think. And so I think there's a huge space for that. And like I'm always very you know
That's interesting.
trying to outreach to anybody who wants to do that. And I have had a few come on and mention that, and a lot of them don't want to be on stream, and that's totally okay too. And I'll just
Okay.
talk to them in DMs, because that's enough for people, just to help them out. So I do a lot of that, or try to.
I very much prefer voice chat.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah. Or it'll be a private voice chat sometimes. I've had a lot of people, they just, didn't want to be on stream about it, which is fine. I'd like to try and get people out of their comfort zone with it a little bit, because I think,
Yeah.
I think it's important that if they see themselves like in a prettied up edited video where, cuts all the dead space, etc., and they actually like hear themselves talk and actually hear like their own reactions, I think that's more helpful than just simply talking too. And
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to like convince them of that, but that's pretty tough. So that's kind of like
Yeah.
my fight with it right now.
Yeah. I actually have an opinion about that. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
go for it.
think that it's just that some people don't really like having to have like any kind of self-reflection on how they hear themselves.
Do you think it's
What would you say?
because I mean, because this is what I feel, but I'm going to ask if that's how you feel. Do you think it's because we built a culture of like, just like back padding rather than actually fixing problems? Do you think that's what's
Yes.
caused it, or okay?
Quite honestly, echo chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called echo chambers, and I can't stand. And oh my god, I can't stand them because then you never face the actual repercussions of there's like repercussions of your actions, no sense of accountability for consequences, no room for actual personal growth. Are you freaking kidding me? It's insane.
Now, why do you think they've pushed that so much? Because I'm still on the
I
fence about
have
that.
no I have no idea. I honestly think that I honestly like not to get political or anything, but I think Western civilization has been
No, you can
pussified.
you can get political. I don't I don't mind at all. You can,
No, I honestly think that Western civilization has become pussified,
yeah,
over feminized, especially for men.
yeah, I'd agree.
And I and then you got like women trying to act trying to act like super tough like men, and I'm like, okay, you're trying to chest up like a dude, but then when the chips are down, suddenly you're a dainty delicate flower again. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think that was a huge problem with the whole feminist movement, because it actually had a chance to like do some proper stuff, for women. But I think the only
Yeah,
way they
it
could
helps
get that,
some.
yeah, but the problem is they used that leg up to, because they got a leg up. They got their leg up, and you're
Oh
supposed to
yeah, they
use
did.
that to walk up stairs. What they did instead is they used it to step down onto men and try and
Oh yeah.
use that as a crutch. And I think that's where a lot of this damage has come from, and the whole culture around it as well.
Yeah, and then oh my gosh, and it's not just women, there's also dudes as well
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah. Well, because yeah, they
like
want to
say
get
like
laid, so they'll
like
they'll support
oh yeah, like
whatever.
say with oh yeah, like say with dudes trying to treat content creation as like a dating service,
Yeah.
and where men even mostly in VTubing are starting to be seen as like sex pests, creeps.
Yeah.
Some
It's.
of them get outed. Some
I
of them
mean,
get
I've
outed
been.
as K diddlers,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I've
what
been on
the
the internet.
actual fuck?
I've been on the internet 3/4 of my life, for a long, long, long time. Since I was probably about 13 or 14, I was on the internet back with like a Windows 95 computer, because I couldn't afford one. So I had like a garage sale computer, and so I've been there for all of it, and yeah, that has always been the
Like, I don't
biggest
get
issue
it.
in the male VTuber space, even when it started too, and they started getting
Like,
the first male VTubers,
oh my gosh. Like, I understand that if you're a homebody, you're shut in, you're shy, you don't exactly want people, you think you got an ugly mug that only a mother would love. But at the same time, you got to get outside at some point and actually talk to someone real.
yeah,
Stop trying to think that everyone online wants to date you. No, they don't.
yeah.
And
Well,
also, beside the fact that even worse, you don't know what the person looks like behind the actual character. You have no idea what you're actually signing up for, the amount of issues that could possibly be behind all that. Like, you don't understand that they could probably be like a master spy or a serial killer. You have no freaking clue.
yeah,
And you're willing to bet so much, even if you've known them for years online. That's the thing. You know them only online.
yep,
It's only online. If you've not been able to meet the person so much as once, this is one of the things that I really enjoyed about like certain corpo VTubers. At least they actually have the chance to be able to meet each other in person if they so chose to, because they have them. Well, they also have like the money and the capability to actually be able to do stuff like that.
then they have the infrastructure too, behind the scenes,
Exactly.
like socially,
Exactly. I mean, just an example, like Peppa has been able to meet her IRL friends,
yeah.
and they were all sensible enough to keep it under wraps. However, they did, although there was a lot of Tootsie showing for free.
Yeah.
Just
If
a
you're into
joke.
that.
But anyway, Pivot doesn't care. After she reached 100,000, she promised she would show feet, so she did.
Yeah, you got to give the people what they want. You make promises,
Yeah,
you got to cash in on them. Yeah.
I mean, if I get to 100,000, I'm gonna have to as well.
I'm never showing my fucking feet. I don't know about you. So, but
Oh no, oh, no, no,
I,
seriously. All you have to do to take a good foot picture is go to what is get several pedicures ahead of time.
yeah.
Like steadily get pedicures to the point to where your feet are looking nice and pretty. And then they can take a picture of them French tip dogs.
You ain't gonna catch me dead with my feet in the little foot bath thing. So I tell you what. So.
Oh yeah, hey, don't knock it till you try it. When you actually get all the dead skin off your feet, it actually feels amazing.
Oh, I just use a little. I just use the. I just use like
A
a
pumice stone.
pumice stone, and then like
I mean,
in the
I bet
shower
you
and
have
stuff.
hooves
And
instead of feet.
I have what?
I mean, are you like a dragon?
Oh, a Minotaur. So
A dragon
undead one.
minotaur?
Yep.
Yeah, you have hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. See, he got
Will
hooves.
you
You don't
stop
gotta you don't
imagining
gotta
my
worry about
feet?
his feet.
Quit it, chat.
Oh my gosh. I feel like the most I mean, I feel like the most you would have to worry about would be the furries and the advanced foot freaks.
Yeah, I'm actually that's a lot of the reason why like I have my model art complete, but I haven't completed
Oh,
my VTuber like actual like
okay.
rig model yet as far as the feet
Right.
because I'm still on the fence whether I want the canonical feet I gave myself, which are, like human feet, or if I want actual hooves, like
Oh,
from the waist down. So I'm still kind of like deciding whether I want to go either way there. So I just kind
why
of,
not both?
I
Why not
could,
both?
yeah, I don't know if the budget allows it, I will. So, but I'm not worried about it right now. I'm worried about,
You know, I
getting
know,
content
but
done and stuff. So
you can go for one and fund the other.
yeah, I could.
You can go for one and save up for the other. And you could do it as like a special. Maybe wait. I got an idea. Go for the hooves first and have
I
the
knew you were a
feet as a
furry.
redeem.
I knew you were a fucking furry. So.
I no, I'm not.
Yeah, okay,
What I'm
Fox
saying,
boy.
I'm just saying, your fans will go crazy for it because they're gonna be like, "You're hiding the feet behind a paywall." Duh. You think these assets pay for themselves?
Well, isn't that the meta of VTubing is foot paywalls? I mean, I feel like that's like
Yes, you
unavoidable
do that.
at some point.
If you do that, you will get a you will get a following for it. It's gonna get you engagement.
Yeah, for feet.
I know what, dude. The amount of foot freaks,
Yeah, it's
the
a
amount of
lot.
foot freaks
It's
in
it's
in
it's
the
increased
eastern side of the world.
exponentially as well.
There's more foot freaks in the East than there is the West.
Yeah. Now on the
Looking at you, Asia.
yeah, Asia especially. On the
Damn it, Ruby, not you two. See what you started?
yeah, on as far as like the social stuff and like the real life stuff,
Uh,
like I said, I used to be a flesh tuber, so usually if people DM me and they like just really want to see me, I have no problem with it. I usually just show people. So, but people don't
yeah.
usually know that. So even though I say it, and so I never, they never ask. They're like, "Wow, I wonder what he looks like." It's like, well, just fucking DM me. So like, I have no problem with that.
I'm
But
not going to
that,
do that.
yeah, I understand. But that comes from like I said, that comes from my side of like being a flesh tuber, and like I've done a lot
100%.
of like social events in real life and like speeches and debates and stuff like that. So I've never really been, too bad about that. As far as like meeting people, like I'm very sociable. Like this is I do this because it's really hard as a real human being in the real world to get into, like mentoring and stuff like that without like looking like a complete dickbag or having to go get a degree or something or get into like the medical field. So this is definitely like a happy medium for me, which is where I come from with it.
Yeah. With me, I'm part, I prefer the old school mindset of complete and total anonymity.
Yeah, I totally understand it too and respect it. Like I think
Yeah.
that's the most
If,
powerful part of it.
yeah, if you want to actually, like, if you actually want to see at least how my creator looked, yeah, you would actually have to try to meet me in real life. And I'm not going to do that unless I actually know you.
Yeah. And as you should, yeah, especially with the world we live in now, I mean, you just don't
Yeah,
know.
and especially I have people that don't particularly like me right now.
Yeah.
And understandably so. I mean, they hate me because they ain't me. So what can I do?
Yeah, you're always going to have that. And it only gets worse. the more successful you are, the more
I
people that
say
are
it
going to
gets
hate
better.
you. So, well, yeah,
Depending on how
probably.
you,
Yeah,
I
how
say
you look at
depending
it.
on how you go about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not so much how you look at it. It's depending on how you engage in it. Learn to
Yeah.
engage and when not to engage. And when you do engage, you're gonna get some views.
Well, I think a lot of people miss that too, especially in the VTuber community, because they don't have enough social skills for it, and they don't realize that's, an incredible part of this industry.
Yeah,
And so they get into it and they'll see like one comment on, X that like doesn't even
you're
matter. They shouldn't
bullied,
even engage with. It's just some stupid fucking, psycho on there doing some bullshit.
right?
And they'll just hyper fixate it on it. And I've seen so many just fall to that,
And I'm like, and
stigma.
I say, let them hyperfixate. Let them
Yeah,
hyperfixate.
exactly.
Because then the more times that you're living rent free in their heads, the better.
Oh, I mean,
Because
no, I mean
then,
the creator fixates is the problem.
oh,
Yeah. So
oh, I don't
they'll
do
get like
that.
one little comment that they shouldn't even like, interact with, and they'll just hyper fixate on this one person who doesn't even matter or isn't even real. And
Nah.
they'll throw
We're not real,
away.
chat. We're just talking cartoons.
Yeah, we're just talking
That's
cartoons.
all we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
We're not real. We're
Yeah.
definitely not 500-pound men, but 500-pound 40-year-old men behind the screen. And practically, I'm a woman. I have a voice changer. Can't you tell?
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I think people, but at the same time, I think a lot of people come in and like they're
Right.
not very prepared, right? And so I think that's where a lot of
No.
it comes from. Like it's
Oh,
pretty obvious.
especially pre-debuts.
Oh god. Well, if they're even real, like half of them you don't even
I
know.
understand why they're pre-debuting, but part of the thing that irks me so much, they get all this hype and then they get disappointed that they don't get that they didn't stay. Because that's the thing. That's the curse when it comes
Yeah.
to, and I'm dying on this hill. That is the curse when it comes to pre-debuters.
Yep.
Like first time VTubers, like they spend all this money, all these assets just to do all this, and then they quit.
Yeah.
I've seen so many VTubers, and including one that recently quit. I have suspicion that she came back behind behind a pseudo VTuber name, but that remains to be seen. Moving on, but basically, yeah,
Oh,
they do all
I
this
will
just
say
to be
if
disappointed.
you're speaking on Nami, I'm actually going on Jiggs's show on Monday, and we're gonna have
I wasn't gonna
basically
name
the
drop.
yeah, we're gonna have basically the final talk on that whole thing because I think I'm the only one right now that has literally all of the receipts for both sides and know exactly what's going on and have talked to
Oh,
everybody. So
I'm
that's
gonna watch
why,
that.
yeah,
I'm gonna.
that's why on the original posts that where this came up with the drama, if you go read my comment section on it, which will be discussed too, you'll notice if you pay attention to who responded in there, you'll notice
You say Ivan?
what's that?
Uh, one of my. I was like, well, one of my friends, Saibi, uh, is talking about I'm down to 265 and getting into boxing. Oh,
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 boxing, right on.
Saibi. Oh, Saibi is on a weight loss journey.
Oh, awesome. Well, I hope it goes really well for you. That's very admirable.
Yeah, let's go, Saibi.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, keep going. You're not done yet. Keep going.
Oh, he'll. I was like, oh, he'll get there. He'll have. He's
Yeah.
gonna have like. He's gonna look like Jack Hanma when he's done.
Oh, that's badass. Hell yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, he went.
basically
Oh, he went down 50.
basically on Monday, yeah, we're just gonna go through the whole thing and just say the final say on everything. And
Oh,
but
I
the
want to know if it's okay if I do a reaction for that.
you absolutely
I
can.
better.
But just so you know, like so everybody's on the same page. Everybody
Uh-huh.
needs to know from this point on, everybody on every side got exactly what they
Yeah.
wanted. Everybody's
Oh
happy, and there
yeah.
shouldn't be any further drama on it. But I will go over everything just
Yeah.
so the air is clear, so there aren't people just saying weird shit because that's been going on as it always does.
I mean,
So
I mean, if I'm really being honest, despite the fact that she blocked me, I don't really care. But
yeah, she's gone now. So
I'm just wishing. Well, no, she's back.
no, she's gone. I trust me, she's gone.
Again, again. But
No, she's gone.
she
Gone.
got
Yeah.
her. She reactivated her account.
No, she's gone.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna. Well, I guess we're gonna find out Monday, chat.
Yep. You'll find out Monday. I'll go over everything. So it's a lot of
Okay,
people are
that's
blowing a lot
actually
of stuff out of proportion, but it's I
okay.
like I said, like I said, I've gathered all the receipts. I've talked to every party. I've already responded
Interesting.
to the original drama post that was posted, and
Okay.
everybody that tried to comment on it.
Uh-huh.
I from what I said, if you go read there, you'll notice how they just stopped talking suddenly, and because they know that I know. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
so if you
I'm
just read through
definitely
there,
gonna I'm
you'll
definitely gonna
notice
look for that.
I said a list of things that they needed to say, and then they didn't, and then they all stopped talking to me, and stopped
Oh,
interacting with the post, and everything past that was just everybody else throwing accusations around or this and that, or trying to get a bite of the drama. But I'd refer to that post in case anybody does have immediate questions on it. Otherwise, on Monday we'll go over that and just clear the air and get everything fixed out because like it's an unfortunate thing that happened, but like I said,
yeah,
everybody
it
ended
is.
up getting what they got, and it's a happy ending for everybody. It turns out, and
I mean,
it's
yeah.
not as bad as it sounds. So
I've like I even wished both of them the best, but I got blocked.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I actually, if you want some insight around that, she apparently they were like going through a bunch of stressful shit at the time, which they were, because I was in that Discord that everybody alludes to, and
Okay.
so you posted about Kodiak on a post,
Yeah.
I guess that
Well,
it
he was
wasn't.
being rather
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
being rather unsavory.
yeah. So yeah, just to be clear, everybody in that server, her included, Chud included.
And I'm pretty sure it was about that. I'm willing to bank on it.
No, so no, absolutely not. So here's the thing:
It
everybody,
wasn't.
the second we found out what was going on with Kodiak, because we actually found out later than you did, and this is why this caused a problem.
Okay.
Is once we found out that everybody disowned him. Everybody hated him. None of us would support that stupid shit he was doing. So what happened though? You commented on a post apparently, and this is her view. You commented on a post that had like nothing to do with it or something, and you brought Kodiak up, and she was
Oh,
so
really?
just, and she like didn't understand what was going on, so she just like blocked you just because like she's like, why are you posting this on this? So apparently that was the whole deal. So she's not even mad at you or anything like that because I checked in because it seemed
It
really
was a
weird.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding, was all. So that's literally it.
Well, then
So
in that case, that clears up everything.
yeah, so and like she's not friends with Kodiak or anything, trust me. Like second everybody found out, we were all like, ew. It's like, and we just completely wiped, we were like, oh no, yeah, nobody wants to associate with that shit. So yeah, that's all
Yeah.
that was.
Okay.
So yeah, so if that makes you feel better, hopefully, but that's all that was.
Well, it doesn't. Well, it's not that it doesn't make it feel any better. I feel rather indifferent to it.
Yeah.
She blocked me, and that was She blocked me, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, how about this? Look, Nami, I'm willing to bury the hatchet if you're willing to talk. If you are, my DMs, I was like, my DMs are open. We can talk and keep it just in the X chat and nothing more. If you want nothing to do with, because if you just want nothing, I'm willing to do that as well.
I mean,
We don't exactly know each other. We aren't exactly friends. So basically, like if you just want to just bury it and move on, I'm more than happy to do that. So, but you blocked me, so you have to make the first move.
Yeah, and I don't think she's let's see. Did she? No, she didn't. No, her account's deactivated. So, and the
Again?
only yeah, for good. Yeah, they were deactivated. She reactivated for a little bit, and then that's when they started attacking her for other stuff. I'll go over on
Oh
Monday.
my god, why? That like there's no point in attacking Namika for like there's no
I know.
There's no point in attacking Namika for that. That is
I know.
blatant harassment, and that's
So
one of the things that
yeah,
I am banhammer happy for.
Right.
If I ever find out any of my pixelings have managed to freaking do that, if I find out any of you did it, I mean it.
Well, this is the warning. Anybody who did post certain stuff, just know that I've bookmarked and found everybody that said anything. So here's your chance to go, correct your messages if you have any out there. So because do know that I have everything.
People. There was no point.
There wasn't. No, and that was the big deal. Yeah, there was no point in forwarding. But basically, here's the thing. Her and Chud, this is the skinny, right? So her and Chud met. They want to move in together and get married, and she doesn't want to be on X anymore. So they both deleted their X's, and they're not even on. They don't even have that Discord server anymore. They nuked the whole thing. They're gone. It's just them two, and that's it. So
good for them.
Now that you're saying that you want to talk to her, maybe bury the hatchet, I could message her if you'd like and see if like she'd be into that, and probably just message you on Discord if you'd be good at that.
That'll work.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, because there's no reason to have bad blood, I mean, that's just dumb, especially over something so stupid,
honestly, look, I'm a VTuber villain. I do villain. Look, I'm gonna do some villain things every now and then, and the point, I'm willing to at least admit when I'm wrong.
No, I don't think anybody was wrong. I think it was just dumb bullshit,
I'm just saying because I'm just saying that look, there are times where I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, that I'm willing to admit that maybe I went a little too far in a couple things. And yes, I do sometimes do that. You've all seen how I was reacting to the NTE Iron Mouse situation. Yeah, that went on for about 2 weeks until I eventually gave the fuck up on it, because I actually had to talk to several friends about it.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, am I wasting my time with this? You'd be surprised. And this was in a voice chat. They all unanimously said yes.
Yeah, it gets to a point, where you beat a dead horse so much. But no, this situation, it wasn't your fault, and it wasn't hers either. It was just a misunderstanding and stupid shit. That's all. So like, there's no reason for it. It's all good.
Okay. I mean, then if that's what it is.
Yeah, that's literally it.
I never truly had anything against her. I was suspicious about it because
I totally understand why. So, yep.
I was kind of suspicious, but now I understand.
Yep. Yeah, it was literally just like why are people posting stuff about this on this? And then it was just a knee-jerk reaction. So it wasn't like that's the way it was described to me. But
I've had my fair of knee-jerk reactions before. I am no different, because like I'm nothing special.
No, I get it. I do it too. So I usually don't apologize for mine though, because I'm an asshole. So
I didn't apologize for calling out Kodiak. He deserved it.
Oh no, he definitely deserved it. No, that wasn't anything to ever apologize for. Yeah, what he did was
not that. No, for misunderstandings between me and another party, that's different. Because like that's different.
Yeah, totally.
That's where I'm willing to be. That's where I'm willing to show my humility, to be like, hey, let's talk.
Well, and we're all mature adults here, or we should be. So, and I think a lot of people forget that.
I learned a lot from interacting with a lot of YouTubers. Hence why I helped create 2 podcasts in the first place.
Yeah,
it's to get people talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and not only that, a lot of people forget that there's so much nuance, especially with like the English language,
Oh, man.
lost when you're in text form, versus voice. So that's why we have the /s thing, for sarcasm, because people
Oh
sometimes
my
just don't
gosh.
get it.
I just completely forget to do that.
I know, I do
I
too. Yeah,
completely forgot that even existed. Be
I've been getting
like,
better at it, but I'm a
I can
real
get the
sarcastic asshole. So it's like sometimes I'll post stuff and they'll just be like, "Oh, okay," and it's like, no, that was sarcastic.
oh, I can be a sarcastic, sassy fox man.
Yeah.
Definitely. And when Ty is at least around, he actually that makes my actual gay side come out, and I'm like, fuck.
You're gay?
And that's yes.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, oh, he and I are actually working on. He and I are working on something big.
Oh yeah.
That I can't say too much about it, but we've already got the groundwork set up. I just got to do some stuff on Discord. I was like, maybe get an X community set up.
Oh.
That might be for way later. But
Uh-huh.
right now, I'm assembling a team.
No, right on.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm assembling a team.
The Avengers.
No, the gay team.
The gay team. Oh. I'd ask to join, but I'm not gay, so unfortunately I'll have to sit this one out.
It's yeah. There's gonna be more information about it later. I was like later on. It will be exclusive
Okay.
because it's gonna be centered around LGB. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
straight people will not be able to join.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds cool. I
It's
will still definitely support
taking
it though,
matter.
because I think that needs to happen. I think more of the community needs to understand that they need to drop the T and really
It used to
focus
be just
on.
three.
Yeah,
It used to be
exactly.
just
And
three,
we
and
didn't
it
have
needed to
any
stay
problems.
three.
We didn't have any problems.
Yeah.
Everybody was happy. And then
Then
yeah,
everybody wanted to make all the genders, all the
yeah.
because like all the genders, all the
And then the Fire
pronouns,
Nation
and
attacked. Yes.
there's a new one every. It was like there's a new gender born every 5 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, they can't keep. Yeah. Oh, remember the. It's funny you say that. Remember that girl, that lady or
All
whatever
them,
in.
it, they, it, z, zai, zay, zer, zabber, zibby, zibber, zibber.
Yeah, all of those. Yeah, all the Pokemon. But remember that.
I identify as a kumquat.
Remember that lady in Canada or whatever, and she was like trying to say the community name, and it was like literally like a fucking Netflix password. Like I was like, holy shit!
Oh my gosh, what if that actually is the main account for Netflix's password?
Right? It's like, oh shit, we got to change that now.
They hosted an abomination like Dead End at Paranormal Park, and no one knew about it that it was released in 2016 until way later on, and then like I didn't know about it until like a side tangent. I didn't know about it until like the very clip of like one of the main characters just came out as trans, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is a show for 6-year-olds.
Yeah, there's
For
actually
8-year-olds.
if you
Adolescent kids watch this shit.
well, if you think that's weird, you should look up how much actual like trans stuff is in the kids stuff on Netflix. Like it's a significant amount.
It's been aggressively shoehorned in there.
It is.
And guess what? I was like, it's obviously funded by a lot of alphabet group organizations, including BlackRock.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know something funny about this? Because I have a personal like experience with this. So I have a daughter, and she's around the age of 13, and I have Netflix, but it's for my mother who I take care of. I'm her caretaker, and I moved her into my house, and so she likes Netflix, watch movies and stuff. But my daughter wanted to watch see what the cartoons and stuff were, so she got on Netflix, and this was before I knew about all the gay shit they had in it, and all the LGBT, the trans push. And so she watched a cartoon, and she watched it for about 5 minutes, and then she like came to me and she's like, "Dad." I'm like, "What, dear?" And she's like, "Dad, there's a bunch of gay stuff on the TV. I'm trying to watch cartoons and there's gay stuff." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" so I go and watch it.
No fucking way. Instead of the kid just sitting there and internalizing it, they actually went to the parent to be like, "Hey, Dad, what the hell is this?" Because here's the thing, folks. Not like to interrupt you, because I will let you.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
In like a couple seconds. This will only take a second. When it comes to this stuff, like there would be parents that would like either push this stuff or like allow their children to ask questions, to be like, because when there's companies that want to expose people to this, that want to expose people's children to LGBT related stuff, the alphabet rainbow group stuff, the kids are obviously going to ask questions when they're being subjugated to this.
Yep.
So continue, please.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much touched on what I was going to say next, but yeah, she basically said that. I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty wild, because they were like talking about like non-binary and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, weird.
God damn it.
Yeah. And I have a whole opinion on non-binary, but we're not.
I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I have a whole opinion on non-binary, but we're not gonna go over that right now because that's a whole tangent for another day.
It is.
But anyways,
there's been two, and there's been two, and only two. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but basically, I saw that, I was like, oh shit, okay, so I'm like, that was at the point where like I was building her, because I have a computer shop too. I work on people's computers, so I built her own computer, and I was like, okay, well, how about we just go play Minecraft together instead? So we went and did that.
Yay.
And because I was busy at the time, I was like, fuck it, this is better. But the biggest thing is like most kids are going to question it anyways, naturally. Right. And the first thing they're going to do is go ask the closest adult, hey, what the fuck is this? And I feel like if you're a parent and you completely ignore that part that happens in your child's life when they question something, that's where 99% of all of the discourse and the problem comes from, is people just simply not paying attention to what kids are asking and doing proper parenting.
There's that accountability. There's that parental accountability again.
Yeah, because
all that horrible, hurtful phrase telling parents that they need to frickin' take accountability for their kids.
Well, and I think people are gonna. I think people like, because I get pushback on this too, because everybody's like, oh, well, they're feeding everything in media and kids don't really have a chance because of all this. It's like, no, they do have a chance, because they literally will question it. They literally will question it. They do have critical thinking, despite what, everybody says. But if you choose to ignore it, that's it. You can't ignore it. You have to be there for them for that stuff. And they will naturally ask you. They will naturally come to you. They always say how, oh, well, the teachers are keeping it from the parents and this in school. And it's like, they do to an extent, but if you understand how parenting works and you have a good relationship with your kid, as you should naturally, that never is a problem, because the first person they're going to actually ask for advice or help or anything on information is going to be you, if you have established that trust. And I think that's the most important part.
I was the same, like far back memories, like say when I was like between 4, 6, and 8, I was actually always asking my parents about what is this? What is that? Hey, what's this word? What does this word say? And they would say I sound it out or something like that. They would at least try to give me some kind. They would at least try to give me some kind of answer. Yeah, this was before the internet became full on mainstream. The 90s.
Right. Yeah.
That was way before the internet became mainstream. It was still fairly new.
Yeah, it was very Wild West.
Nowadays people freaking take it. Nowadays people take it for granted for the wealth of information that it has. But the unfortunate part is there are outside forces trying their best to poison the well.
Well, that's a problem when you have such a. Oh, excuse me. The where that came from is we had such a infinite collection of information, and what naturally happens when you have that much information in one place that's constantly growing, it becomes too much information. And the reason why is because people start adding in their own versions of information, and then at that point it's really hard to distinguish. And the younger you are, or the more impressionable you are, you're not going to be able to distinguish between those two things as easy. And I think that's where a lot of the problem comes from, is we need to cut back more on. Yeah, exactly. How would they know? Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They don't have enough experience to actually be able to discern what it truly is.
Exactly.
And what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
There could be multiple meanings to what they're actually seeing, and they don't know about it because they've not been around on Earth long enough to discover.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes there are things that kids should not freaking know about.
Yeah. I think
they shouldn't know why a man dressed as a chick is bouncing up and down on a light pole as if they're a stripper, shaking their ass for dollars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we have clubs for this for a reason. Why the hell are you doing this in broad daylight?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Pride Month.
I mean, I've been pretty open about it. We don't really have Pride Month problems up here in Montana, so it's not
Lucky.
really. I mean, this is probably like one of the most chillest states as far as like do whatever you want to do. But the second you
Like
come
people
after
actually
kids,
have like
everybody will kill you and
there.
throw you in the woods and wrap you up in plastic. So because the animals will eat you and they'll never find you. And so we're super chill about it, but we do have we do have stuff around with it. I mean, there is plenty of leftists here that will push that stuff as well, and different ideologies here and there. But the
Wow.
um with my daughter, like whenever we see stuff like that, I don't try and filter it from her. I'll just tell her how it
No.
is. Like if she sees, like we saw a cross dresser one time, and I know that's an old archaic word, I guess, from what I've, I've
It
been
still
told
works.
that,
It's factual.
that
I mean, it's factual.
it is. Yeah.
I
So
mean,
we saw a cross dresser, and it was literally like a dude
another
with a
word would be
beard.
transvestite.
Yeah, it was literally a dude with a beard in his 60s, and he had high heels and a dress, and he's just walking down the sidewalk. And she looked at that
You sure it's not,
out of
you sure it's
yeah.
not Mad March Monday?
Yeah. But yeah, she looked at him outside the window of the truck, and then she looked at me, and she's like, "Dad, is that a guy?" And then so I looked over and like, "Oh yeah, that's what's known as a cross dresser." And I explained literally it's just a guy that likes to dress in women's clothing.
And you didn't
Either
say it in a derogatory term, which
no, absolutely
they'll at
not.
least they should at least appreciate it. But if you don't tell them, and but if you don't tell those people, you don't know. If you
Yeah,
don't tell those people in the way, if they so hear it,
yeah.
they hear you explain that to your kid, they'll be like, excuse me, that's actually not what it is.
Yeah, because they want it in the best light possible for them to look better than everybody else. And
And I'm
that's
like,
the constant fight.
you're just calling it what it is, like
Yeah.
textbook term. If that's what hurts their feelings, then they're the ones with the problem, not you.
Well, and so what I do is I just explain it in most layman's terms possible
No,
with
they're kind of
as
facts.
much facts as I can, and then I let her decide what she thinks about it. I do this with everything, right? So I told her, yeah, it's a guy that likes to dress in women's clothing, and it's usually
That's just what
either
it is.
it's usually either he wants to pretend to be a woman, or he just enjoys
There's a lot of
that
pretend in chat.
for other reasons, and then I said, what do you think about that? I always ask her that whenever I explain something.
Okay,
And
well,
she
that's
sits there
interesting.
for
What you say?
about she sits there about 5 seconds. She's like looking around. She like looks at me and she's like, "Well, that's kind of weird. Not my thing."
It is.
And I was like, "All right,
It actually is.
let's go
But
get some
hey,
ice cream."
it's what the guy
Like,
wants to do. If it's what the guy wants to
yeah,
do to make himself feel like special in his own way. This is America.
yeah,
You're basically going to do whatever the hell you want. Just please don't go overboard. That's all we're asking.
yeah, exactly. So, but no, she's
Just don't
I've
go
just
overboard with it. And you'd be surprised on how many people don't know that.
yeah, yeah,
You can be
yeah.
whatever the hell
It's
you want to be. Just don't shove it down my throat, dude. Or else I'm going to have a problem with it. And if I have a problem with it, you're going to have a problem with it. Then it's going to be everyone's problem.
yeah. Well, they think by doing that it becomes it puts them in a higher like I guess class of society if they do that, and it's just not true.
Oh, it put them in a higher place, all right. It's called the shit list.
Yeah, exactly. But no,
It's
they
called
do
the
it because
societal shit list.
it's like
And
unironic.
boy, have certain people been doing certain people have been on demon time about it.
Absolutely. I just think they unironically do it for like sociable, like real life clout.
And then that actually hurts the people
It does.
that actually want to remotely try peacefully. It's not any better that they're actually subscribing to certain kind of ideologies, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. But anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. Like it actually hurts the message that they're actually trying to spread when really they don't believe a single freaking word they're actually saying. We know who they are.
Yeah.
And then and then again, it just makes it harder for the people who want to live peacefully again, despite the fact that they're subscribing to like certain ideologies that are actually societally harmful
Yeah.
in its
I,
core. But again, they're trying to mind their own business. I can at least respect that.
yeah. I
I'm
think
not going to
the
agree. I will not agree with it because it's my opinion. I don't agree with it. I'm not going to agree with it. I'm never going to agree with it. But if you're willing to leave people alone, do what you need to do with yourself to make yourself happy. Just don't go overboard with it. That's all I ask. That's it. I'll land the plane there.
I think it's the way I see it too is like, 'cause there's always stigma, both ways with the whole
Right.
subject on both sides. I think the biggest like sad thing for me is a majority of people that engage with that stuff and this and that and flamboyantly like push it.
They
They
can
do
if they
it.
want.
They do it from a point of like they think they're helping, and they think like they're
No. I'm
honestly
Oh, wait, hold on. I got an emote for this. Wait, hold
okay.
on. No.
Oh,
It's
you're
like,
bald.
look at me. I'm helping. I'm helping, guys. Can't you see it in my eyes? I'm helping. I'm helping.
Well, I think there's a distinction though. I think there's two different kinds of I'm helping people. So
Right.
there's the type we know that are the nefarious ones that use it as a way
Oh,
to
yeah.
like push the social structure. However, I'm talking about the ones that I actually feel bad for that might not be the
Yeah,
brightest
I know
people.
who you're talking. I
They might
know
not
who
be
you're
the
talking.
brightest people, but they are pushing a lot of the pride stuff and a lot of like the awareness stuff in a way to like because they think they're
Oh,
helping
cool.
the
Yeah,
people in the
yeah.
community. And it's
Like
not their
to make
fault.
you
They're not
sound
doing it
weird.
nefariously. It's just they that's how they that's how they think they need to do, and that's the ones I feel
You're
sorry
being
for
yeah,
because
being
they're
rather
stupid.
you're being rather overzealous. Like they're being rather overzealous about it. Like
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
yeah. Well, and they're in an innocent way, kind of almost like not
I
innocent,
can
but
see that.
yeah, in like a wholesome
That
way. They're
I don't
trying
have
to.
too much of a problem with.
Well, I feel bad for them though because they
I
are
do.
part of the
I do
problem.
too.
Because the second
I
you
do.
try to give them facts or push back with them, they're going to lock up and they're gonna feel like they're getting attacked because
Oh
they
my
didn't
god, I
research
know
anything
what you
beforehand.
mean.
Yeah,
Oh, there's people personally in my life that have
yeah, yeah. I
that
think we
kind
all
of
do.
mindset, and it's been a hell in a handbasket to try to break them out of it.
Yeah, and that's the problem is they get dronified basically, if that's even a word. I don't even know. Somebody look it up. Anyways, I think they get
I know what
dronified
you're
by the ones that are nefarious and actually know what's going on, and they get used as like a tool.
brainwashed. Yeah, brainwashed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's the ones I feel sorry
And
for.
it's like
And I
I
don't
have
know.
the up. I know what you mean, and I know what I've said before, but I've stated this many times. I have nothing but the utmost sympathy for these kinds of
Yeah,
people.
absolutely. I mean, I
I
don't
see
have
what they're
sympathy, but
trying. I see what they're
I feel
trying to
bad.
do. Their heart's in the right place, but the road. But I don't necessarily believe in hell. It's not in my religious purview. But there's an old saying that the road to hell is paved in good intentions. No matter how good you sometimes see your cause, and you don't see the extent of the damage behind you, as you continuously move forward with it, you're the problem. You become you become the very problem that you set out to destroy.
Yeah.
And I'm not wrong. It was like people can call me whatever the hell they want, but they can't say I'm wrong on this.
Yeah, well that's the part they hate. They hate logic and facts, of course. So,
Yeah, it's a miasma. It's a miasma. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what's the other word? Because like, what's the other word?
for my
It's a
for
typhoid. It's a typhoid to them.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It works as a typhoid.
Right.
Because here's the thing: if you met because they fear if you manage to get like one of their biggest heavy hitters on your side to basically be like, huh, maybe all this time I actually have been going about it wrong. How many people have I actually damaged? Oh, and then they see their list and they're like, oh my god.
And there are some that, break the conditioning and get out of it. And I think that's great.
And I'm like,
And it doesn't have to be all of them. It just, has to be enough of
no, it
them
doesn't.
for it to be, a change.
And
There's
then
actually
yeah,
a VTuber that does, she used to be trans and she's detransitioning now. And
okay,
she does like Bible readings and stuff. Not my thing, I'm not I'm not into that,
okay.
but she basically she was trans and in the trans community, and she's detransitioning. She found God, which cool, whatever.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And she does readings, and she's actually like really like she has a really nice voice for it, so it's actually like pretty
Okay,
interesting. And she does scripture and stuff, and she does that, and basically she's made that her mission to try and break the conditioning on people. And she gets a lot of hate on Twitter, of course. How would that happen? Oh my god. And
oh no, because like, well, a lot of things. Well, a lot of it was like I was used to be Christian, not anymore.
yeah,
Uh, I'm of the Irish the Irish pantheon.
okay.
If you if you know anything about like
I study
Druidism,
yeah, I
if
study
you know
theology
Druidism
quite
at
a
all,
bit.
it's like
Druidism I do. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually I wouldn't say it's close, but it definitely follows the same kind of track as Wiccanism. So, yep.
No, we don't recognize Wiccan in any way, shape, or form. It borrows from basically
It
it borrows from all the ancient religions, and basically it was written
Oh,
by
so
a,
you're like old
it,
druidism.
it
Okay. Like
was a
old
it's a
druidic.
fan, yeah, we view it as a if we view it as nothing more than a fan fiction.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Wiccanism,
nothing
yeah,
more
basically is.
than
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
fan fiction, and a lot,
Yeah.
and it like, and I feel it borrows heavy amounts of it from Satanism as well. So
Um
I'm just like, hell no.
well, I've studied a
It
lot of
doesn't exact. It
theology.
doesn't. It doesn't exact. It doesn't exactly. I want to make a correction. It doesn't exactly borrow a lot from there, but it borrows certain elements from it. And I'm like,
Sure. Well, here's the thing
if you're gonna
though.
borrow from this many and you're not gonna narrow it down, then what exactly are you doing other than trying to make some kind of fan club?
Right. So I've studied a lot of theology. So and the funny thing about that you brought that up is it's really funny when you go through a lot of these religions, especially like certain sects of them. So like the
Similarities.
traditional well kind of it's not similarities, but it's similarities in like pattern recognition. So
Okay.
like they will see you'll see like one theism, and they'll have
Okay.
like a god or an idol, and then they'll have their version of basically the devil. Each religion
Okay.
somewhat has like kind of this the same thing.
Oh,
And then
we
you'll
actually. Oh yeah, we have ours.
yeah, and
Ours is for Ireland. That's like for the Irish Druidism. It's Balor.
yeah, exactly. So every single one has a kind of like a version of the devil and a version of like the god, right? And there's differences here and there, but it's funny because if you look at religions that are like geographically close
Okay.
but they're different, they tend to have their devil be the other one's god and their god be the other one's devil and vice versa. And it's almost
Crazy.
always geographically like just like that. Almost to a T.
I
It's
never
really
saw it that way.
interesting. Yeah, even in like the Asian religions like Taoism and stuff, a lot of their like
Huh.
demons and like yokai and stuff like that are also considered the gods in like Chinese culture and stuff and like Korean culture. And like they're all they all
Oh,
intersect like that. So it's really
oh, that
interesting.
actually. Oh, that puts so much into perspective
Yeah.
on on how the dog traveled all across the East, and then there's so many people. And then there's like so many different countries that have like depictions of a horned god of
Yeah.
some kind, or a deity, a spirit. That's Dogda.
Yeah.
Yeah. He traveled from Ireland all across Europe, all the way to the far east,
Yeah.
just to find a cure for death, for the death of his son.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you'll see a lot of that. And
So
it's
we have
really interesting how many
a whole
religions
list.
actually intersect with each other with that. And actually, you just mentioned a really important part, which is you said your version of Devil's Balor, right?
Yeah, and
So Balor,
our goddess, the queen of the gods is Danu.
yeah. So Balor has a base word of Baal, which is Baal, which is the
Yeah.
exact devil for for Judaism and Christianity and all of those sects. However, Baal was the original god for Islam. So they literally trade off gods and devils.
It's
So
great. It's great. It's crazy.
yeah,
That's so crazy.
yep, yeah. So I always thought that was interesting because
and
I've
I
always
take
studied
and I
theology, but I've
and I
never
take no
been.
offense in knowing this either, because like it's
Yeah,
actually very enriching to know this kind of thing.
yeah. Yeah, it's the more I really started studying it in like high school because I've never been like religious, but it's always you've always felt like that thing. And so and there is some I follow. I mean, I'd consider myself Christian more than anything, just from the amount I've studied.
Oh,
But as far
peace be with
as
you.
I think it's really important to study other like religions too, not just focus all on your own, because it really puts a lot of stuff in context once you start like pattern recognizing a lot of these things. And I think it's really interesting. So, but yeah, that's a tangent, but I thought it was interesting to
I mean,
share.
it's a very interesting one.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, that let me finish my thought on the Kristen VTuber lady. So anyways, she
Oh, please
posted some
do.
stuff and they started saying stuff like, "Oh, this is white people shit," and blah blah blah. Well, she's Asian, by the way.
That's
So-
racist.
and yeah, and so I see this stuff and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, she's a transphobe," and it's like they don't even know she detransitioned. And
What?
then and so what I see
Like
is
read the
like
book. Like read the cover before you read the book.
yeah, and so it's just funny because you see literally the same patterns they accuse us of doing, with them. and they just
Goes
will
to
out
hell.
willy-nilly do it to everybody else. And I just wonder at what point do they self-reflect, if ever, and actually realize what they're doing. And I think the ones
Well,
that do are the ones that detransition and actually like get out of the
yeah,
mind, wash the
yeah.
brainwashing.
I feel it was like I looked up. I looked up something a while ago, and you ever heard of the term egg cracking?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I am versed on everything you could
Which
possibly
is
imagine.
the basically the mental conditioning to
Yeah,
like convert someone into trance,
yeah, exactly.
which is brainwashing, and it's which is brainwashing down to its core, and should basically be like legally registered as harassment
Yeah,
in
I
some
agree.
like in some way
Yeah,
shape, or form. It needs to be legally like people who do that need to be legally punished.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Like
I think it's an extreme.
you're making it your life's mission to destroy other people's lives,
Yeah,
all because you think your your obscure your obscure way of life is the end all be all. So
yeah,
you want everyone else to enjoy. You basically become the Fire Nation. You are the Fire Nation.
yeah. It's just social engineering that's been weaponized, basically. I mean, all social engineering isn't bad, but when you weaponize it, that's when it becomes bad. And that's yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a form of weaponized social engineering, basically. Yeah, and it's awful. It is. It should be
that's
treated
something I
a
would
lot more
call an
seriously.
agent of valor. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Like if I really want to go there, and I could go there if I wanted to,
yeah.
but
Pop
I'm
off.
trying
Fuck
not
yeah.
to.
No, yeah,
Like
that's fine.
I'm trying to give as many people a chance to freaking redeem themselves at some point.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for there's like one particular VTuber that is I'm basically at ops with at this point. You
Oh,
know, with
really?
Nyara.
Oh, hey, you're never gonna win with
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't like. Yeah, he really does not like me.
Yeah, you're never.
Along with a large laundry list of people he hates. I don't
You're.
hate him, but
Yeah,
he basically wants people like me dead.
yeah. You're never gonna.
Allegedly.
You're never gonna win with him because he's already decided that this is the more
I mean,
contentious he gets, the better. I would say better, but the more exposure he gets, and he's already got that addiction loop already built in, and I don't think there's any saving
yeah,
that.
but the thing is with him, it's all gonna hit its bubble. It's gonna hit its
It
rebound
will.
at some point and be like, we told you, like we're telling you, man, you gotta stop this. If you don't, it's finally gonna rebound. And he goes like, no, it's like, no, shut up. You don't know what you are talking about. I am clearly right in everything.
Yeah, his German Nazi scientist accent. Yeah.
Klaus the fish.
Well, what be actually, what's really sad too, because if he wasn't as insufferable about this thing, and he
Right?
actually just
Comparable is
was
a perfect word to describe it.
yeah, so if he wasn't as insufferable about this ideology, and he actually focused on like actual content creation and stuff, he has an awesome voice
Yeah,
for it. He has a decent model. Like he has,
he's really into voice acting even.
yeah, he has the ability to like actually probably do what he wants to do, which is, just be an
Exactly.
entertainer. And he
Which I have
literally
no
shoots himself in the feet with this. And it's sad to see, but at the same time, I can't ever feel bad for him because it's literally by
Right.
choice.
You really can't because okay, like okay, in like the final chapter of the Deathly Hollows had basically spoiler alert, Harry sacrifices himself by basically facing down Voldemort one more time. The first last time before
Yeah.
the second last time where the snake got its head chopped off, but he basically takes the killing curse to the face to allow because like with the resurrection stone in hand, and he actually got to see the worst. It was like some of the worst things that anyone could possibly even witness.
Yeah.
As he died, he saw the crippled remains of of like one of the ugliest fractions of Voldemort's soul.
Yep.
Dumbledore went and told him that don't even bother trying to save him. That creature is beyond that. Like
Yeah.
something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but basically, there are some people that are just not worth saving. People like Nyara are one of those people, unfortunately. They're not, they're never going to change until it eventually somehow affects them in a most prolifically biblical way that will actually force them to either see or they will die by their own sword.
Yeah. I'm a big believer that we live and die millions of times in our life. and there is a graveyard, like a metaphorical graveyard of ourselves on stuff we don't even realize and choices we've made. And I think once we hit the final death, we have to cash that check. So I think that's a good way to look at it whenever, you have choices come up in your life. And just realize that, if you're going to choose one way or the other, the choice you didn't choose, that path is now dead. And that's now added to the graveyard of,
Yeah.
and you have to
There's no
always
coming
remember
back.
that.
Some things you don't come back from.
Yep. Yeah. You,
It's
you
just
have to
one of those.
always remember that. And I think people forget that, and they just, they're so short-term
They think they're
focused.
immune to the yeah, they think they're immune to the consequences of their actions, where later down the line, the chickens are going to come home to roost. The piper is going to demand payment.
Yeah.
And if you can't pay it, guess what's next to be served up on the table? You.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think people are just way too short-termed, and by time they realize the long term and break out of the short term, it's already been so long. There's no, there's no real time to do anything with it. So the
And
sooner they
especially even
get out of it, the
worse.
better.
And it's especially worse when they don't allow people to actually criticize them
Yeah,
for the actions that they've actually taken.
yeah.
I allow people to criticize me, and I encourage it.
Your
I try
head's
my
too
best
fucking
maybe to
big.
encourage it.
You got a big fucking head.
I'm trying to shake it down. I need about $240 to pay my.
I want to. I want to. I want to throw a wet towel in the dryer, heat it up, and put it over your damn head. That's what I want to do. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Who knows? It might actually.
It might work.
Actually
Yeah,
work, or that might actually short me out. I don't know.
that's half the fun is finding out.
Oh yeah, but not. What's not fun is finding out after fucking around.
Yeah, absolutely. But
That's
that's
the one
that's
part.
the
That's the one part nobody wants to find, but it ends up happening
that's the
anyway.
scientific law of the universe. So we cannot escape it.
Or yeah, I was like, as you can see, people by the because like by on this chart, the more you fuck around, the more you are going to find out.
Exactly.
I love doing that. I love doing that stuff.
Yeah. It's so true. It's an imputable law, and nobody can escape it. So
And you think help. You think gods don't get consequences? Think again.
absolutely.
They definitely suffer consequences for their actions. Like if you actually look at any of these, because like any of the stories of the gods of the Irish gods and because like in the entire pantheon,
Yeah.
they've all had situations to where they have done something that they regret.
Yeah.
Or something that they've done in the past that came back to bite them in the future. But at least like God's prolific heroes, even though they have flaws, gods are perceived as perfect in most situations. But even then, when your own gods are even willing to have even a shred of humility,
Yeah.
what does that say about you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Well, and that's why so many of them are godless, and don't believe in it,
you
because
think
they can't
think your
relate to having
God,
humility.
you think your God in Christianity has not regretted at least one particular thing, has made some kind of has they made some kind of mistake. I know that it's probably heresy
Mosquitoes.
to think that God is not perfect, not all knowing, but I have a theory that some gods actually do regret certain things, like say God having some regret for having to cast Lucifer down to hell.
Yeah.
He didn't want to have to do that, but he had to.
Yeah.
He felt he had to. He was pushed to the point where he had no other choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was either let Lucifer and his legion win, rebellious angels, they take over the seat of God in heaven, basically have control all over creation, or make the tough choice. Guess what happened? A tough choice was made. A sacrifice had to come to pass. And unfortunately, even though that God didn't want to do it, he had to do it anyway.
I think it's a lot more relatable too, when they do have like very almost human moments, that they have to attribute to
where humanity came from, right?
Well, absolutely, yeah, and that's the whole. That's a lot of the reason. People skew it a lot too, but the whole we're made in God's image type thing, that goes for a lot of religions, not just Christianity. Yeah. And the reason for that is because it holds true with the stories and the history we're taught with each religion. So, and I think that's a very important thing to remember.
Oh, and I think you would actually enjoy a lot of the a lot of the Irish folklore, because I think you would enjoy it because you get a lot of like the fantasy beasts that you would see in like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Coming, you'd be
I,
surprised on how
I'm
many of the European old religions
you're gonna hate
had
me.
influenced that.
You're gonna hate me. I hate Final Fantasy. I hate it.
I don't hate
I
you.
I
I don't
hate
hate you.
Final
I prefer
Fantasy.
12 anyway.
I think it's so bad. I played 10 or whatever. That's the only one I played, but like the rest of it, it's so disinteresting to me. The way they do their stories and their storylines and stuff. I don't like it at all. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
12 can be
sorry.
kind of 12 can be kind of dry if you're not into that particular story at that particular time.
Yeah. I mean, I like other things, but yeah, it's you can't like everything. And I just I've just
I
never
know,
found
and I
interest in.
respect that.
Yeah, I've just never found an
I
interest in
respect
it.
That's fine because like who doesn't like Final Fantasy 10?
Yeah, Final Fantasy X was great, I thought. But at the same time, it was just like the second I realized each one's like its own little story and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, no,
Yeah,
I can't be bothered.
yeah. I don't know when, I don't know, but I don't know if any of the games actually follow a canonical plot.
Is I you I'd be the wrong one to ask just because I don't associate with it. But
Maybe
I was
almost
under
like
the
a
understanding that they each are in the same world, but just do a different story type thing, which is fine.
yeah, maybe.
It's just not interesting to me. So
Final Fantasy 7's good too, and I feel 4 is also pretty grand.
yeah. Now, did you have any questions for me?
How long have you actually been doing this interviews? How long have
We're
you
at
been doing
an
them?
hour and 46 minutes, 47 minutes.
No,
Oh,
how
how
long have
long?
you been
Oh,
doing these interviews?
this is the first one, actually. No, as far as
First
with,
one.
no, I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
No, as far as
Oh
interviews
my
with
God.
this VTuber model and this this whole thing going on here, this run of it, I should say, probably
Okay.
2 months now. So, and I have 2 official ones posted. This will be the third.
Yeah.
I'm pretty picky about the interview stuff because I try to do something really different each time and go at a different attack. I don't try and interview everybody, but I try to do
Oh,
something that's maybe contentious or maybe even something I don't agree with or do agree with. And I like bringing people on that have extremely different viewpoints on the world, and not always my own.
well, I can extend an invitation to you on VTabs if you ever want to, because like if you ever want to hop
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd be more than willing
Yeah.
to if you'd have me. So
Oh, sure. Doors open to you, dude.
sweet.
You did such a great job with this interview. Actually, I'm quite
Oh,
impressed.
thank you. Yeah, it's just and like I said, I'd really love to move more towards the mentoring stuff, but I know it is hard for people, even though that is my target content. I do like doing these interviews too because I think, like you said earlier, getting people
Oh,
on, you don't know what they're going to say, and maybe that's the one where you learn a bunch of stuff about them, and I think
I have
that's
no problem yapping.
yeah, I absolutely. I don't either. Yeah, I'm pretty adept at it, I think.
And I guess I got a couple of others.
Sure, go for it.
What exactly? Okay, okay, how about you? What exactly got you started in VTubing? Like, what's your origin?
Um, I never really worked on that part, but the going story I have is I'm an undead Minotaur, so I was a Minotaur in battle and was fallen, and I've been brought back, and there's no the armies of the old that I worked for
Ooh,
and fought for are no longer, so now I'm kind of roaming the earth trying to find my way.
okay.
So
So
nothing too
yeah,
crazy.
no, in a way, you can actually classify me as a ghost.
Yeah, technically, a
If you
ghost in the
really, because like,
machine.
if you really think, because like if you really think about it, I'm the leftover consciousness of a, I'm a leftover consciousness of a former human,
Yeah,
because they given sentient speech and thought as if I actually were human,
yeah,
but I'm not.
we're both zombies. We both love brains.
What do you mean? I don't have that much.
That's why
What are
we
you
need
talking
them. That's
about?
why we fucking need them. We need to eat the brains. We need more. Our heads are empty.
I'm a I'm a plenty much of a genius when it comes to video games already. I usually love to say genius pixel strikes again. As well, it's part of that is paying homage to one of my biggest influencers that got me into content creation in the first place, PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people
Felix, Arvid
definitely
Olaf Kilmer,
trace
if I
origins
said
with
that
him.
right.
Yeah.
Because yeah, no, oh my gosh. I remember like the Bro Army, the 9 year
Oh
old
yeah.
army.
Yep. Yep. Back before
Wait,
it'd be weird, like back when it was like,
oh my gosh. Between 2008 and 2016, That was the golden era of his that was the golden era of his career.
Yeah.
I never stopped watching him. And then there was also red PewDiePie, and then
Uh-huh.
then green
Yep.
PewDiePie. Oh, there was red, blue, and green. Red PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, my
Remember when they were doing all those collabs together? It was oh my gosh, it was so fun to
it
watch.
was, yeah, that was a really fun time with YouTube, I think. And then we had a huge falling off, and I feel like YouTube's starting to come back in a little bit. Like we're starting to get some new content, but I don't think it's there
It,
yet. But it's getting there.
it's
It's trying.
it's gonna take time. The indie animation circuit is definitely
Yeah.
making much headway.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
I just hope it takes a page that it doesn't do what Rooster Teeth did,
Oh
and
God, I
basically
know.
you ruin one of their best
Yeah.
one of their best serialized IPs to because like to ever come out of indie animation. That was Ruby. That was one
Yep.
of the best ones out there, and they ruined it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I have
They ruined it by the third season. It was never the same again,
yeah,
in my opinion.
my mod, uh when I originally met him with like
It was such a shame.
our gamer group, they were super big into Ruby. So they were, I mean, it was
Oh
like the
my
apocalypse
God.
for them when that shit happened.
And then they what got and then they were also making it weird when they were pushing Yang and geez, what was the other one? Blake, yeah. They were pushing those two together, and like, okay, is that at all in any way organic to the story? No. Okay, why is it there then?
Yeah.
Like
Many
I
such
feel that
cases.
some things were just getting shoehorned in there, and then after the creator died, they had like it's like the story became completely aimless, and no one was truly understanding like where to go about from where to go about, since I forget which season the creator and main writer of Ruby died. But after that,
It was
they stopped
pretty
taking it seriously the way it was supposed to.
it was pretty far along, wasn't it? It was like at least season 4 or 5, I think, or I don't know. I don't really keep up or
A little
watch it.
longer than that.
Was it? Yeah, I thought it was pretty far
Well, yeah,
along,
a little long.
if I remember right.
Yeah, but the pacing was off.
Yeah,
The
yeah, that was
pacing was
always the
off.
biggest
They weren't
complaint.
getting anything done in time.
Yeah,
Everything was delayed. And then one season was delayed for 3 years. 3 years, dude. Everyone lost interest. And no wonder it fucking sunk in the ratings.
yep,
Like on YouTube, it suffered. It suffered, and deservingly so, because it wasn't advertised properly. It was not deadlined properly. Like everything was completely mismanaged, while at the same time Rooster Teeth was falling the hell apart. The entire studio was going under during that time.
yep,
Hence why not a whole lot got done.
yeah. It's just sad to see.
It was tragic.
And
So
they weren't
basically,
even the only ones either. I mean, that it followed that same track for a lot of them, you know, in almost the exact same way too, which is really sad.
and I'm like, you do that kind of stuff and your whole thing falls apart. No freaking wonder like there was people getting laid off for like the weirdest things. People getting fired from their voice line positions for the weirdest things. Like, okay, you're saying this person did this. Where's your proof? Okay, you're not going to show it. Okay, I don't believe you. So I'm just saying, to land the plane there, is that I really hope that so many animation studios learn their lesson from studios that obviously failed, that they were doing so good until they started doing certain weird things that ended up with them imploding indefinitely.
Yeah. Yeah, they got latched on with the woke culture a little bit, I'd say, with a lot of their stuff, and I think
How
that's
much of that stuff poisoned the well.
it
And
it did.
I
Yeah, poisoned all the wells, not just
get
one.
rid of your HR department. Get
Yeah.
rid of all HR departments. They're useless. They don't do anything. All they want to do is just control every facet of everything that you do. You're not you hurt someone's feelings because you had an opinion. You're both fucking adults. Hammer it out.
I dare say HR departments are the reason we need a men's mental health awareness month. So,
Oh my gosh, yes. Because men get hit the most out of
They do.
anyone when it
Yeah.
comes to that. When it comes to that, HR department's always hyper focused on us.
They do, yeah, yeah, because they're told constantly we're the problem.
I mean, I understand there's pieces of shit men that actually make us look horrible and make business harder. especially in the VTubers, especially in the VTuber sphere, where some of them actually end up like legally outed as sex pests and worse.
So
Like, come
I
on.
have something very probably ridiculous and controversial to say, but this
Okay.
is something I've had to deal with now for like 20 years. No one ever believes me, right? Okay. So
Okay.
I've been in a lot of NFSW communities, and usually as a moderator. I don't,
Take the word.
I don't usually,
That's okay.
I don't do the
I don't
RP
mind it.
stuff anymore. I'm kind of past that, but I still moderate for a lot of them, a lot
Okay.
of like really
Fine.
prolific NFSW servers.
Hey,
And
that's fine. I don't care.
yeah, no, that's fine too. But the thing is, you sometimes have to deal with, the child likers, the type, and the craziest
Oh.
thing that's really, I think, radicalized me with this whole thing is the amount of women that actually are the ones that are the pedophiles and such, and
Ah,
the pushers is
okay.
actually an extreme amount compared to the men, at least in those spheres.
How really? How so?
Well, because everybody thinks, oh, they always think that the guy's going to be, the child molester, the toucher, this or that. The amount of women that perverse the space and then hide behind being a woman as a excuse to
Oh,
to be like,
avoiding accountability and criticism. Tale
well,
as old as time.
well, and because of that, it's multiplied the amount of them, because now they see that they have, that crux to like hide behind. And I feel like that's one of our biggest problems right now that nobody's talking about, is the amount of pedophilic women that exist. Just
Yeah.
look at the teachers that have
Oh
slept with
yeah. Oh yeah. They
kids.
do exist.
Just look
Oh
at,
yeah.
yeah, and it's crazy because like they have their own like weird secret like community that they'll pop into the server and they'll start sending stuff
Really?
about like, oh, I'm your big sister, oh, I'm your aunt and stuff like that, and literally just straight up pedophilia shit. And
Help me, step bro. I'm stuck.
it's like that but worse, and it would be
No worse.
well, here's the thing though. It's like, it's one thing that it exists, because of course it does. Every weird thing's going to exist because we all
Yeah.
know it does. But the craziest thing is the amount of it. It is actually, I think I've had to ban more females that post with
Wow.
stuff like that they shouldn't, or talk about stuff like that, than men, by a
That's
factor of 3 to 1 almost.
three to one.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's an insane ratio.
And it's in nobody talks about it. It's never talked about in the news. It's never talked about even in like subculture or on Twitter. The
Oh,
amount of
because
it that is
they
out
damage the
there,
entire agenda.
the amount
They
of
kill
it,
the narrative that way.
well, and it's even past the narrative because it hasn't even been scratched
Really?
on. It's insane the amount of women that are pedophiles and just hide in plain sight. And it's an extreme, extreme amount. And it's really, really is disturbing, because
That's
if
something
it,
that definitely needs to be pointed out.
I think so too. And if it ever is, I think there's going to be a really just, oh, I don't even know. It's going to be a gigantic
Oh,
culture
it's going to be a
shift.
great upheaval.
It will be,
The
yeah,
power scales, the
a
power
crazy
scales
one.
will shift. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wonder how much this would actually affect the VTuber community as well.
I dare
Because
say that
there's there's no telling.
I
There's no
shouldn't,
telling how many.
I
What if there's
shouldn't,
actually more than men?
yeah, I shouldn't talk too much on it, but
Oh,
I will say that
okay.
in
I
that
understand.
in that group of people that were banned off NFSW and stuff like that, there was a portion of them that I know are VTubers and still are VTubers.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You don't need to say anything more than that. This
Yeah.
isn't the time and place for that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just hope everybody knows that and is aware that that does exist. It's not strictly a guy thing,
Heard it here,
they're
folks.
so, but yeah, be very aware that that is currently active and going on right under everybody's noses. And it's in an extreme problem.
I mean, it's not like it's not like I didn't know, because like there's definitely such a thing as female pedophiles as there are male pedophiles, but the numbers I don't know of
So
completely.
think about the last 10 years. How much more exposure have we had with femboys and with like tall
Oh my
muscular
God, you're
women
right.
and stuff like that?
Shotas,
Yeah.
the Shota animes,
Yeah.
Boku
The
no Pico.
yeah. So all this stuff. Yeah. And if you really want to be horrified, look at male to female watch ratio on a lot of those shows, and you're going to be absolutely horrified.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. So it's a huge problem. It just it hasn't.
I believe you, dude.
It's a pile of shit that
Because I'm
hasn't quite hit the fan yet, but it's definitely flying through the
because I'm
air.
like
So
because I'm like because I'm like think about it. Think about it. Most fan artists in the anime community are women.
yep,
And so
yep,
who's to say that a portion that a large enough portion of them, not saying all of them, a large enough portion actually have a huge deal with drawing lolly and shota art?
yep,
Who do you think would be the ones that are the most notorious for drawing that stuff? It would obviously be women.
yep.
And I'm not saying men don't do it, because yes, they do. Yes, they fucking do. We know who. But anyway, yeah. It's so freaking weird.
How many women are in the child care uh, system or daycare system? How many
Oh, they
women?
dominate it.
How many women are
They
nurses?
dominate
How
it.
many women deal with newborn babies? How many women are
It's
teachers?
a monopoly.
It is,
It's
and
it's basically a monopoly at this point.
the crazy part is, think of how much of a
Uh-huh.
monopoly they had until trans people came along and started, getting into it as well. It
Oh,
didn't
that's
make,
actually getting into a horrifying place,
but
man.
here's the thing. Here's the
That's
thing.
getting into a devastatingly evil
It
place.
didn't reduce the number of them. It just added
No,
more.
it
That's
made
all it did.
more.
Yeah.
It made
It just
more.
made more.
It
Yeah.
made perfect logical sense. They made more.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. There isn't a cap on this,
No. No. Oh, that is diabolical.
Runasar
Here it goes.
says, I'm concerned about who consumes the type of content as well. If it fits the brain, if you
Yeah.
watch too much of it, absolutely, yeah, yeah, and that's the whole
Yeah.
social engineering thing we're talking about. But the problem I have with it is there's no exposure or like criticism on this thing. Like I'm the only one I know who really like ever talks about this, just because I've seen it, firsthand. And I don't think it's brought up enough. And I think they so many are getting away with it right now and have been getting away with it, that it's when it finally blows up or gets the eye of Sauron of the public, I think it's going to be a really big fucking deal.
Well, why do you think I was like, well, I definitely want to invite you for VTAPs if you want to, if you want to expand further on those particular types of
Yeah,
topics and any
absolutely
other
would love
topics
to.
that you do want to talk about, because the more that's the key. If you want the Eye of Sauron on it, okay, VTAPs will help you out with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something I wouldn't say I'm like overly invested in captured in doing, but it's definitely something like
Okay.
that's always been on my radar that's bugged me. So I would like to, go into more of it. Um,
Oh, we're
it,
willing to put it on. Oh, we're willing to put it under a freaking microscope
yeah,
if
I
necessary
absolutely, yeah, I
to
think it
surgically
deserves it.
dissect it down to the nearest nanometer.
Yeah, I think it deserves it for sure, because it's definitely a problem. It needs to be talked about more.
The female anime pedo problem.
Yes, yes, that exactly. All right, so let's try and not let's end on a more positive note here. So, because I'm sure you
Yeah.
got stuff to do. We've been at it for 2 hours, yapping our asses off.
Oh, that's
um,
part. Well, that's part of it. There's like usually That's usually how long my collabs with other people last. It's around like somewhere roughly around 2 to 3 hours.
yeah, I think 2 to 3 hours is like the maximum brain capacity. So for most
My
of this
problem.
stuff, I've noticed, it's that's about
My
the
problem
metric.
is with my brain. I can keep go. I can go on and on and on and on and on
Oh,
and on and
same.
on and
Yeah,
on.
I actually have an interview later as well. So
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I don't want to keep you up.
Oh no, you're good. No, we got a couple hours till that even starts. Like we're totally okay.
Okay.
So, but on another note, just to kind of get your feel on a few things that we
Yeah.
didn't touch on, because we kind of got into the serious stuff right away, which was kind of cool. I like that. So,
Yeah,
but
get down to the nitty gritty so that we can
yeah,
enjoy the cool stuff later.
yeah, absolutely. Is what one game are you looking forward to in the next 5 years? And if you say GTA,
Ooh.
you're banned. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is definitely one of them.
Right.
Uh,
If you'd say
I
another
was
one.
I was excited for the new Star Fox, but apparently it wasn't a new Star Fox. It was just a
Yeah, the
rehash
remade one.
of the N64 version.
At least they remade the
Which,
best game. So
well, yeah, it's one of the. Oh yeah, it's definitely one. It's definitely one of the best. I think Star Fox Assault deserves. I think Star Fox Assault would actually deserve an anime series if necessary.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was a 3D one, right?
the 3DS one sucks.
Oh, does it?
I hated it.
I
I
only
hated
I
it
only ever
so
played Star
freaking
Fox
much.
64, so I can't really speak on any of them.
Oh yeah, Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks
There's not
impressive.
really most games that actually really have that I'm trying to keep track of that are currently in my library. I guess in my store, I'm supposed to have like some kind of watch list,
Yeah, your wish list.
a
Yeah.
wish list,
Yeah.
my wish list. Right. Okay. So the particular games that I've been really looking forward to want to play. I'm definitely looking forward to the Nightmare Files, to Become. That's a
Yeah.
particular one that I'm definitely going to be playing
Yeah.
on a drinking night.
Yeah. Yeah. That
That's
one looks fun.
Flip Flop Fury is definitely one that I've definitely been wanting to try. Picmos,
Okay.
Darkwood. Oh, Darkwood 2 is coming out with a sequel. Did
Oh,
you know
really?
that?
No, I didn't know that actually.
Yes. Oh, and of course, Drunken Goddess Reflux. That's definitely gonna be a primetime one. That's gonna be a special feature, and of course, Indigo Park. And I really want this. I'm really hoping that that Mob Studios actually freaking just does this. Release all of Poppy Playtime as one freaking game.
Yeah, that would be
Just
cool.
do it.
Yeah, I don't know why
Just
it's
freaking
separated.
do it.
I was actually going to try it out, and then I realized how separate it was in chapters, and I was like,
Oh my
I'm not
gosh,
about that.
you have to pay for all of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it just release it in a special for
yeah, yeah,
$60.
yeah, like a
And
bundle,
hell,
like a
if
theology or
you
something.
should have they should have the money for this. Release it on console. Actually release it as physical disc media. Do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
we're never going to
You
see that
actually
anymore.
no. Not all of them are doing that. Not all of them are doing that. We still have Nintendo, unfortunately. We still have Nintendo.
For
But
now,
yeah.
I think the Switch 3, whenever it comes, it won't have a
Is
little.
that free?
No, I'm saying like in the future, if we get to the point where we get the third one, which we probably eventually will, I bet you it won't
No, they
have.
have to continue the
I
cartridge.
bet you they won't. I bet you they'll have a little plug-in in case you want to play cartridges, like a little extra
Oh,
plug-in
I bet
thing.
I'm gonna lose.
I
I
bet you they
believe I
won't.
might lose. I think I might lose that bet. I'm not gonna bet on it because I fear I might lose.
Yeah. Well, in a way it's good, but in a lot of other ways it's bad too. But just know
But
that there's no
yeah, you
stopping a
don't
lot of
have
this stuff. And
ownership.
yeah, it's
You
just
don't have the same kind of ownership. I mean,
yeah,
at least, like I said before, Steam's not any better when it comes to it, but at least you get to keep your library. After you purchase it, it's yours.
I
After you download it, it's yours.
I feel like
You can
if
play it offline. You don't even need the engine to play it.
exactly, I feel like if a lot of people copied Steam as far as just a couple different things, they don't have to copy everything, but if they had just at
They're
least
not. It's not perfect, but
if
it's
if
better.
they kept the same mentality and like idea with
Right.
it, I don't think Steam would be as big as it is because so many other ones would be, just as popular.
Don't
But
you
they refuse
agree?
to.
Microsoft Xbox isn't doing any better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nintendo just says fuck you right to your face.
Well, Nintendo stock's also reflecting that, so they've been pretty fucked.
I mean, but they're just gonna blame the haters instead of actually, taking accountability like they should.
Runasar
Hey, president,
says
hey, president of Nintendo Japan.
exactly. My chatter says Steam made it clear you're buying a license for the game now. That's very true, and
Right.
I personally don't have a problem with that because of Steam's mentality and their respect for it. But
Yeah.
my point is, if more launchers and type kept that same mentality, Steam wouldn't be as popular just because that's the mentality that
Yeah, you don't see
benefits
EB Games
gamers
doing that
and
stuff.
consumers. Yeah, exactly.
You can lose your games on EA games.
Yeah,
But with Steam, you buy it, you keep it.
yeah, exactly.
It stays in there. And you still have the ability to, at least if you need to, back it up.
Yeah,
Some
absolutely.
games can actually be backed up to the Steam cloud, which means if your computer doesn't have enough room and you at least want to save some of your most important games, if they're compatible with the Steam cloud, they can be uploaded to there.
Yep.
And then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Exactly.
The only pain in the ass is file verification, and they need to freaking fix that.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I
because
get
if it
why they do
doesn't
it.
do that, if it doesn't do it properly, you
Yeah,
end up having to redo everything.
exactly. Like I understand why they do it, and but yes, it is annoying. I just wish they could make it better for sure.
It
But I
needs
do
to be
understand why
mainstream.
it exists.
It needs to be done more mainstream to
It
where it's
does.
actually a lot
Yeah.
more user friendly and less confusing.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. I agree.
If you don't know what you're doing, your files will get corrupt, or it just will not verify, or it'll say it'll verify, but then again, you didn't save. Did you remember the save files? Did you remember the save files? Did you remember the save files? No. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like one of the complaints that I have when it comes to Steam. Like it doesn't, when you back up the game to your computer, it doesn't do the save files too.
Yeah.
It puts them in an entirely different folder
It yeah, it
altogether.
does has its own cloud
I'm like,
system for it as
what
well.
the? No, I'm talking about the ones that aren't on the cloud.
Oh, you mean yeah, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You
your
have to
offline ones. Yeah,
manually
they
do
do.
it. The
Yep.
ones that are manually forced to. Dark Souls.
Yep.
Fuck it, Dark Souls 3. How many times have I actually had to restart an entire character like 3 times?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible. But that was when I was bouncing between different OSs.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's probably a bigger pain there too.
Yeah. Well,
I,
yeah,
I used to do a lot of virtual.
watch out if you want to switch from Windows to if you want to switch to from Linux to a Linux OS,
Oh, I don't.
please make sure you get the perfect one that's actually for you, because if you
Nah.
just get one that looks cool and you don't know how to do it, you're in for a rude awakening on terms of, guess what, programming.
Yeah, as someone who builds computers for a living, for one of my businesses I own, the only time I ever delve with Linux is if the customer actually wants it. Otherwise, Windows is fine for
It's like,
99% of
okay,
people.
oh,
It's
you
just
want Linux? Okay, what distro do you want?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then,
Because there's a whole book of them now.
and they never know. They never even know. They just think, no, just Linux. And it's like, oh man.
No, dude,
How about
you want a specific kind of Linux.
yeah,
Like, are you a gamer? Are you a streamer? Do you need
yeah.
something that's more labor intensive? Garuda's a good one if you want something that's absolutely labor intensive. However, you are going to need to beef up your computer to hell
Yep.
to be able to handle it.
That's why I think it's really interesting the whole Steam OS that came out. So I'm really interested to see how that pans out and whether it can become
Like,
competitive.
isn't it at all working in tandem with Linux?
I believe it does use Linux as like a base. Well, I don't know actually.
If it's using Linux as a base,
I don't know. I
then
mean, I assume it is because lots of OSs use Linux as a base. I mean,
yeah,
PlayStation runs off Linux. Xbox used
really,
to run off
that's
Linux.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah. PlayStation's always been Linux based.
Wow. Holy crap. I did
Yeah.
not know that. I just now noticed that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa.
But I've never been a fan of Linux just because it's, the space
I
I
get
deal
it.
with it in. So, Windows
It's
is fine for me and I
for
know how Windows works, so it's fine.
it's
And
not,
like
yeah. I mean, it's not for everyone. I mean,
it isn't.
if you know how to use it, you know how to use it. There are incredibly user-friendly versions of it.
Yeah. But I
Even
think
Linux.
I think people are really downplaying SteamOS though. I think SteamOS
Yeah,
has
they're
a
sleeping
chance
on
to
it, aren't they?
become a Windows. And I don't think people see the vision because I see the vision. I
Well, if
definitely
I
see the
ever get a
vision.
second computer, I'm definitely willing to try putting that on the second. I'm willing
Yeah.
to put that on the current computer that I'm currently running, and I'm just going to transfer everything to to the second computer whenever I can. If I can freaking afford a Star Force Systems computer, that would be amazing.
You could just order a computer from me. I'll ship it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I,
Maybe
I,
we'll.
I own a computer
Okay, we'll
business.
talk. Oh shit, we'll
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have
Let's
no
talk
problem with
later.
that.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know a couple techies too that could definitely help with. I know at least one that can definitely help with with custom parts.
If you didn't want to do me building it or whatever, or this or that, I could literally just like be in a chat with you and help you order everything and even put it together if you want. So I have no problem with that. I've done that for a lot of friends.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay,
I have no problem
I
with
need to
that.
get you. I need to get you and my friend in the same room, and, and then we could really get to talking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have no problem with that at all. But yeah, as far as the
All
Steam
right.
OS, I actually was planning this year to because I have a lot of credit on Newegg Business. because I order through there for my business stuff, and so they have like a credit. They
Oh,
have like a credit
nice.
system. So what I wanted to do was like build a just a normal whatever computer, just like as a control experiment, and
Uh-huh.
try and run it on Steam OS and see what I can actually do with it because I'm really interested
Ooh,
in the
stress
technology
testing.
for it. Yeah, no, well, stress testing with everything. So I want to not just gaming. I just want to see what exactly it can do because if it's good enough to like not dethrone but at least like keep up with like Windows and Linux, I think that's a big deal. So I'm
I
really
think there's
interested.
one called Linux Play OS or something.
Probably, yeah, I don't know, there's so many versions now.
I mean, yeah, there's
Then you got like
specific there's
Ubuntu and all sorts of shit.
there's very Ubuntu is basically one of those like one for all like free one for
Yeah,
alls that you could basically do for
yeah,
almost everything.
yeah,
Garuda, I would say is also one. I would say Garuda is also one of those because I
yep.
was rocking that for nearly a year.
How did you like that?
It was actually rather pleasant. You can't run certain programs from Linux to Windows for some reason because of very particular DDL files that
Yeah,
cannot be installed on Linux.
yep.
And you just can't,
Yeah, because it's considered
no matter
malware,
how much you
a
try.
lot of them, which is really funny.
That's why. That's why. Oh man, I could have
So
ran crowd control and everything. I could have kept Linux. Oh my god,
yeah,
I
well,
feel
well
embarrassed.
here's the crazy thing is like there's a huge misconception about like malware in general. Most
Okay,
like
yeah.
antivirus software that protects your computers, that's malware. It's literally like malware. It's literally a virus
Yeah.
that you install
Yeah,
because
because
that's how it
it
works.
goes yeah. It
Yeah,
delves into every facet of your computer, scanning through all of your files, and I mean each and every single files.
yeah.
So doesn't matter if you have it encrypted, it's gonna find it.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, yeah, but people think it was just because something has a label of malware that it's bad. It's like, oh my god, it's malware. Most
Oh
stuff
my
that's
god,
good or bad
it's a
is just
malware
labeled
wipe.
as malware because that's just the term for it because of how it operates. So you have to remember that too with a lot of things. So a lot of people are just like, oh, malware bad. And it's like, not always. There's a lot of stuff that runs on your computer
Yeah,
that's malware you don't even know it is. So
there's there's malware that's used for good, and there's
yeah,
malware that's used for evil.
exactly. Yeah, and just like there is with viruses as well. And
Yeah,
absolutely. So
some some can some can actually do some funny things like mess with your game,
oh
like
yeah,
crowd control.
yep.
Yeah, that's a thing that basically that has the ability to mess with your game.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of a virus
Yep. In a way, yeah.
in a
It's
way,
yeah, it's
but it's a good one. It makes it so much funnier.
yeah. Well, I mean, we run the VTube Studio. That's technically a rootkit virus.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna like I can classify as a virus if I wanted to.
yeah, you could be anything you want. This is
I have cop-
America. We
I
could
have
be whatever we want.
I have cop- well, canonically, I have copies of myself like all over the cyberverse. So
Oh
if
yeah, there
one
you
of me
go.
dies, another one can just pop up in its place.
Yeah, that's pretty OP.
Even if
That
like
needs to be
say
nerfed.
I take over a cyborg, I'm running a I take over a cyborg, I'm running around or an android. I take over like some tech. I'm running around somewhere and like, "Oh no, I get stopped. Oh no, a Faraday cage has been put on me. Oh no, I've been deactivated." Guess what? Whatever was backed up before my connection gets cut, that gets placed into all of my doubles, including the current one that's about to be put online.
Damn, that's like the that's like the story of oh, what's that one show on Netflix that was actually good? Altered Carbon. That follows the same thing there too.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it made some kind of reference to that,
Yeah,
but
not
that's
so much.
actually
Not so
pretty
much.
cool.
Theirs is a little different. But
Like
have you ever seen
there's
that
so many
show?
ways.
By the way,
No, I
you
mean
you
there's so
should
many ways.
you should totally watch it.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, you
Oh
should
yeah,
totally.
DM it to me.
Yeah, I will
That
absolutely.
the thing is like I'm not all powerful. I'm not some like Mary Andrew or some like Mary Andrew or something. No, there are many ways to beat me, but the thing is you cannot kill me, even if you tried. Because to get rid of me, you might as well get rid of the internet itself. I'm that deep rooted in it. There's no real destroying you. You can be because like yeah, you can be put in a cyber jail. You can be basically seal me,
Yeah,
but then again, how many of you actually know? How many of me do you actually know are not in a physical copy storage container somewhere in the world? All I would have to do is just be plugged in, and then I'm back.
yeah, we'll nerf you one of these days.
No, there's no nerfing that. That's the exact reason of
Yeah,
why
brother
like it's
needs a
very hard.
patch.
Why do you think it's so hard for my enemies to get rid of me?
Yeah, fair enough.
I like William Afton, I always come back.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Sorry about the waking up thing that we did when we were, we were trying to get this set up. I was like half
I was
drowsy, and
trying
I
to
think
walk
you
the
were
dogs.
too. So,
In all honesty, I was walking the dogs. I was overheated, so I was trying to cool off.
oh, and yeah,
So
I
that
just rolled out
happened.
of bed because I was up way too late, like editing some stuff. So I was just like half my brain was off. So yeah, we were both fumbling for a good 20 minutes. But yeah,
Hey, it happened.
but
It
yeah, I
happens, man.
appreciate you coming on. Anybody in my chat, make sure to follow Pixel Plus. He's a badass guy, and make sure to check out his podcast as well. And we'll have to get that set up for me coming on there sometime.
All right
And
then.
thank you so much. Yeah, I have this recorded, so I'm going to chop and splice the video up. I will
Mr.
probably.
Google, I didn't notice you at first. Hey. The FedEx guy. The damn FedEx guy not doing their job.
Oh man, how dare they?
Yeah, it tells all the time because I was sitting right there and I didn't hear him knock.
Oh, my bad.
Trying to redirect him to a local store. Well, I hope you managed to get that done. Well, in that case, everybody, that's it. I believe that's all the time we got for today.
Absolutely. Yeah,
The
that was
Pixelating
great.
Army needs supplies to take over the Cyberverse. Your contribution to the conquest effort is greatly appreciated. If you don't mind that.
Not at all.
So if any of you want to help me, help me grow my brand and help me get forth more tech to further pursue bigger and better streams. The quicker I can get a second PC, the better. I'm trying to actually build one. That's why I have like my parts like being funded one by one.
Yeah, that's what's the best way to do it, and then you can get the cheapest ones as well as they go on discount.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
they get you is when you order it all at once, because then they get you on one of the parts somewhere.
Oh my gosh. And then the taxes.
Oh,
The taxes.
what are those?
Oh my God. The taxes and the shipping. What do you mean? What are those?
We have no sales tax in Montana.
Damn you.
Yeah, get
Damn
fucked. This is the real America, boy.
Of course, it varies from state to state.
Yep, absolutely.
How dare you have it better than me?
And sometimes it's zero.
I hate you. I don't hate you. I'm actually quite happy for you.
It's all good.
All right, everybody. For kick, I'm gonna raid y'all out to Tylanesh. Oh, he looks like he's doing something cool. Have a fun time, everybody. Don't do any dramatic stuff to him. Don't stay on topic, and if you harass him, you're banned.
Likewise.
I don't got anything on. I don't have anybody on Twitch, so I mean that's perfectly fine. That's it, everybody.
Bye bye. Thanks for coming by, everybody.
That's all the time we got for today, everybody. Please make sure that you follow my friend here, Hans Taro, VT. Follow him on what's your platforms?
I'm on Kick and Rumble and on X, and my DMs are open everywhere, so come at me.
Awesome. Yeah, unlike me, my DMs are verified only for very specific reasons.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, bots and Death Threaders are one of the big ones.
Yeah,
So,
nobody's been too brave enough to give me a death threat yet, so but we'll see.
They decided to try to go after me, but that's fine. But anyway, please make sure that you follow us both. I am also on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and what was that last? YouTube.
YouTube. Yep.
Yeah, I did YouTube. I did Fox Brain. All right. So please, and also, please make sure that if you want to maybe support like my friend Hans Toro here, any way that you can, definitely go to his. Do you have like a link tree or something?
I do, yeah. On my here, I'll just send it to you real quick. I'm going as fast as I can. Unprepared. Copy link. Discord.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, you should definitely go to his link tree, go to my link tree as well, because then you're also supporting us both. I'm gonna put his link tree in the I was like in the comments below. That should show up in a second. Hopefully my bot tricks is working.
Oh yeah. And if anybody was late to the show, again, I will be editing this, putting it on YouTube, and I will tag Pixel in it here. I'll also put it on X, because me and him are going to do like a quick chat afterwards about that. And so yeah, if you missed anything, you're more than welcome to tick that. I will edit out all of the stuff like this, where I'm talking like this, etc. So it'll be great, and I'll put little chapters in it too. So
for those that I rated out to on Kick, I rated Tyler Nash. Go check him out as well. He's doing a reaction stream to something, and we will see all of you later.
Bye bye.
And until next time, bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, make sure to like, share, and subscribe too. That really helps us out.
Yeah, that too.